The Total Media Sports Network presents Ironton Fighting Tiger Football live on Kool TV. Now let's go to the tank for the pregame show and the voice of the Fighting Tigers, Jason Filia.
Locally owned and right here for you with 8 branches across. They've got great rates and a mobile app that makes banking super easy. Plus, your money is insured up to $1 million. Check out descofcu.org or give them a call at 800-488-0746. Desco Federal Credit Union. Local, loyal, and all about you.
Get ready, Tiger fans. It's time to ride in style. Bruce's Custom Carts in Ironton builds fully customized road-legal golf carts that are all about you. Your colors, your style, your pride. Bruce's carts are perfect for tailgates, parades, and rolling down to the tank for the big game. The turnaround is quick and the service is second to none. Stop by today at 101 Township Road 328. Bruce and the Roach family are proud supporters of the Ironton Fighting Tigers. Go, Big Eye!
This is the Buckeye Monument Company countdown to kickoff.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Tanks Memorial Stadium. It is senior night. It is week 10. Ironton, Portsmouth, the second oldest rivalry in the state of Ohio. Alongside Kevin Anthony, I'm Jason Filia. And normally this is the time that we have a pregame conversation with head coach Trevin Pendleton. It's presented by the Lawrence County Chamber of Commerce each and every week, and we appreciate their sponsorship for that. However, a lot has changed in 24 hours. We go behind the curtain a little bit here. I talk to Coach Pendleton every Thursday afternoon, and since Thursday afternoon, a lot has transpired, a lot has gone down. So the contents of that interview a little bit different. So we just decided to go live here tonight in the first segment. We still have a conversation with Bruce Kolb coming up in just a little bit, the Portsmouth head coach. But conversation was a little bit different yesterday with head coach Trevin Pendleton after the news came down. Team was told yesterday there will be no playoffs for the Fighting Tigers in 2025. The Ohio High School Athletic Association was scheduled to make an announcement and a press release today, mid to late morning. That did not happen. I was in communication with Tim Streed, the communications director for the Ohio High School Athletic Association. I talked with him on the phone last night. He told me about the release that was coming today. I asked him if he could tell me anything. He said, I can't until the release is out. So at about 1 o'clock this afternoon, and no release was issued, I reached out to him again. And he said they're still investigating. The contents of that investigation will be coming very soon. And his direct quote was, the OHSAA has been investigating the football program, and we are close to making an announcement. That announcement will not come today. That announcement will come tomorrow morning, the contents of which we do not know. We'll get that from the Ohio High School Athletic Association. However, one thing we do know is that there will be no playoffs for this team in 2025. The Ironton Fighting Tigers will not be able to defend their 2024 state championship on the field. And with everything that's gone down this season, and with everything that's gone down, especially in the last 24 hours, this is it's a tough night, Kevin, because it is senior night. It is the night that these guys were going to take the next step, get back into the postseason. They're 3 wins away from being the all-time winningest class at Ironton High School, and now that's been taken away from them, from the Ohio High School Athletic Association, for various reasons. And obviously a very difficult night for all of the seniors who know that tonight is the final night that they're going to step out on that field.
That's right. A multitude of emotions for these seniors and, of course, their parents who, had no clue that this was in the works or coming from game 1 of the season. Even this week, you would think that if such a decision was coming down, maybe that decision would come on a Monday or Tuesday, therefore giving your psyche, your mental state of mind a couple of days to adjust to get ready for tonight's game, if that would be any better. But then again, you got the whole town rallying around the team, the coaches, the players, and again, it's something that it just doesn't happen often. It doesn't happen at all,
Yeah.
So again, for whatever reason for the folks at the Ohio High School Athletic Association to do what they did, to me it's the way they've won about doing it. If you're going to do something, fine, but you would think you would have a verbal warning 2 years ago, 3 years ago, or even something on paper. We all have common jobs that, no one walks in and fires you, of course, but hey, we're going to give you a verbal warning. Hey, Jason, the verbal warning goes to a written warning. And, well, you've had 2 written warnings. That's enough. You're gone. But, again, not even that. But, anyway, now it's back to the kids to try to mentally get themselves prepared, especially the seniors, knowing, Jason, that this is your last football game as an Ironton Fighting Tiger.
Yeah, and you can better believe you're not going to get them off the field tonight. I'm sure that the seniors will play the full game tonight, regardless of what the score is, because they know it's their last game. And they are fired up. I'll say that. They came out and every pregame they line up on the goal line and they sprint to midfield. As they did that today, there was a lot of talking at midfield with Ironton and Portsmouth, and you could see the fire in the eyes of the Ironton Fighting Tigers, knowing that this is it. And this morning, the players, a lot of the players, parents, some community members were down at the Board of Education building showing support for these kids, and that's all this community has done for these kids since day one is support. And, it's very disappointing for the community that these kids don't get a chance to defend their title on the field, but we see the tremendous support that this team has had from this community and the parents from the beginning of the season, from the time they started playing football. And that is something very special in this community, that they will rally around the kids. And I think these kids on the team have handled this season with class and dignity and respect and honor. And, we see it after every game. They gather together at midfield, they pull the other team in, and they have a prayer at midfield, and that's something that I won't forget. That's something that leaves a mark on the community. And I think this team facing tonight and coming out and look, with no playoffs, what reason do they have to play, right? we're not going to the playoffs. Why even play this game? Senior night and pride.
Yeah, and again, that was running through my mind too. It's like, did that cross, their mind? It's like, well, there is no tomorrow as far as playoffs, but why play the game? But again, like you said, it's all about pride. And again, regardless of where you're from or your animosity toward, the city of Ironton, the football team, the coaching staff, it's still, at the end of the day, it's about the kids. And knowing the work that these kids put in season, out of season, it's not roses and lollipops. It's hard work for these guys to put in the time and the discipline and say no to other things just so they can be an Ironton Fighting Tiger football player. So, again, kudos to these seniors for, again, Jason, these kids are 17, 18 years old. Mm-hmm. To emotionally compartmentalize my quest for a second state championship is over, knowing good and full well that you have the guys surrounding you that can possibly get you to that next goal, and then all of a sudden the rug is just pulled out from underneath you.
The timing of the whole thing is just kind of puzzling to me. We go back to week 6 and the timing of everything with the players that didn't get approval to play the second half of the season. That was kind of odd timing right there. Mm-hmm. The timing of this coming at the very end of the season. I don't know. I'm kind of at a loss for words because this whole thing, just the last 24 hours, has just been crazy and really unbelievable. Trying to put things into perspective. The sun came out today in Ironton, but there was still a dark cloud that was hanging over the situation here. And obviously everybody's upset. Everybody's angry. And they want answers. And we'll get...
Yeah, and at this time, there are more questions than answers.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And the Ohio High School can't even answer the question today at noon like they said they were. Well, we're going to put it off until tomorrow.
Yeah. And they'll do that tomorrow. So doing it tomorrow after the regular season right before the playoffs and Saturday when, nobody's at work and you can't do any appeals or anything. So it's just, the whole thing is just weird. It's bizarre. The Bible says we rejoice with those who rejoice and we weep with those who weep. And the weeping from the community here and from the players that can't play that playoff game in 2025 is louder than any cheer we hear from Tanks Memorial Stadium on a Friday night. It's disappointing. It's heartbreaking. I feel for these kids, these seniors that have busted their tail, as you said, Kevin, for 4 years into this program. And to a man, we did preseason interviews with all these seniors. And, I asked them about what's your mindset this year? And their mindset was, last year was last year. That wasn't us. This is our team this year. We haven't proven anything. We want to prove it on the field. And they've done that. One little bump in the road, little hiccup, but the last 3 weeks they've been dominant. And they're going to try to do that again tonight against a Portsmouth team who's 6-3 on the season, fighting for their playoff lives and their playoff positions. So we'll see what happens here tonight. We've got more to come here as we count you down to kickoff. After this timeout, we'll talk with Bruce Kolb, the head coach of the Portsmouth Trojans, here on News Talk 106.7 WIRO, The Eagle, and Kool TV.
Good morning, Isabella.
Hi, David.
Back for your morning routine?
Clark's Refresh Rewards program is something you'll flip for.
Hey, Isabella. Hi, Annabelle.
Donut?
Don't forget the sprinkles. Sprinkles! Cream and sugar.
Download our app today and enjoy all of the rewards. No flipping required.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
At Members Choice Credit Union, we believe that strong communities begin with strong partnerships, and that starts with trust. Since 1932, we've proudly served the families and businesses of this region because your goals matter, your family matters, and your future should be built on a foundation you can count on and trust. Members Choice Credit Union, your money, your future, your choice.
Fall fishing season is just around the corner, and Borders Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Luce, Shimano, Daiwa, and Abu Garcia. No matter the species of fish you are targeting, Borders has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders has baits in every size and style, with a wide selection of tackle from Berkley, Strike King, Soon, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Borders Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
It takes determination to create a successful business. It's never easy, but always worth it. It takes making a leap of faith. It takes patience and late nights to reinvest in a startup. But it also takes asking for guidance from dependable people. All to turn a dream into a reality. People's Bank, working together, building success.
Back at Tanks Memorial Stadium in Ironton, Jason Filion, Kevin Anthony. News Talk 106.7 WIRO, The Eagle, and Kool TV. Won't have the Bruce Kolb interview. That's operator error. That's on me. So we'll talk about what's going on tonight. It was really cool that both teams came out tonight wearing some kind of throwbacks. I was watching highlights of a hockey game last night, and the teams from, I think, Colorado and Carolina, they wore throwbacks to their original franchises. So it was the Quebec Nordiques and the Hartford Whalers, and they came out. I thought that was pretty cool. So tonight, they're honoring the storied football history of both Ironton and Portsmouth. The teams are wearing throwback warm-up shirts, replicating the jerseys worn by the Ironton Tanks and the Portsmouth Spartans. Did you see those? Those were pretty sweet out there.
Walking out, so.
The Tanks were an independent football team, absolutely. Based in Ironton, 1919 to 1930. They played in what is now Tanks Memorial Stadium. Named after Ironton's iron and steel industry, Tanks symbolized strength, grit, and community pride. They wore scarlet, gold, and white, colors that represented intensity and tradition. The Spartans were a professional NFL team based in Portsmouth, played from 29 to 33. That team wore purple and gold and played at Universal Stadium, which is now Spartan Municipal Stadium. Back in 1934, they had some financial issues during the Great Depression, and that forced the team to be sold and moved to Detroit, where it became the Detroit Lions. The jerseys celebrate the long-standing rivalry between Ironton High School and Portsmouth High School. It's a rivalry that's the second longest in the state of Ohio and has been played since 1899. 1899. That was a 0-0 tie back then.
As so it should be. Should have been.
You and Rick Maney were on the call for that one, right?
Yes, I was. Yes. No,
Yes.
I was on the field. He was up here.
Oh, you were sidelines. Okay. This will be the 134th meeting between the two schools. Ironton leads the overall series 67-57 with 9 ties. The Tigers have won 17 of the last 20 in this series. Games played here, the Tigers lead 38-26 and 3. The biggest win came a year ago when Ironton won 50-0 against the Portsmouth Trojans. In fact, Ironton beat Portsmouth by a combined score of 94-0. They won 50-0. They won 44-0 in the postseason. And again, Portsmouth's last win came in 2018 when they won 35-28. A come-from-behind win there at the Trojan Coliseum. They last won here in Ironton in 2017 when they won 42-35. So it's a long-standing rival between the Fighting Tigers and the Portsmouth Trojans. And we're looking forward to it tonight. Portsmouth is playing some good football right now under Coach Bruce Kolb. 52-36 is his head coaching career record in his 8th season. But the last 4 weeks, I should say, after losing to Colgrove, they beat Chesapeake 40-0, Fairland 48-26, Rock Hill 48-7, and South Point 41-13. Kevin, their offense is clicking right now, scoring more than 40 points in those last 4 games, and they're led by a pretty good running back in Fernando Poches, who is over 1,000 yards on the season. I know, stop me if you've heard this before, a Portsmouth running back over 1,000 yards. Chase Highland did it last year, and now they've got another talented running back who has put on some weight, some muscle weight this year in Poches. A lot of skill guys needed to be replaced from last year, but they've stepped right up, and you see that every year from Portsmouth.
And again, whatever you said, one day they were 2-3, and the next day, next 4 games, hey, we're 6-3. So again, whatever happened, whatever light switch came on, it came on. And you talk about some of those guys, and that I'm familiar with on the. I always bring it up during the spring. Track and field guys, Cam Williams and Fernando Poches. He's a long jumper sprinter. All these guys are all skill players who are fast and can run. So I'm excited to see the type of offense that they're going to throw with the Fighting Tigers, because we know you got to be a balanced attack to come and attack these Fighting Tigers. You got to not only run the football, you got to be able to pass the football and get the football out of the quarterback's hands. So, again, offense, they're excited, they're clicking, they put up big points the last 4 games, and they think and they know, hey, we got a chance, we got a shot.
Well, you mentioned the quarterback and throwing the football. Marquez Locklear, first-year starter at quarterback. He's a senior. He's completed 65% of his passes for 710 yards, 7 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. He's also carried 88 times for 329 yards and scored 3 touchdowns. You talk about Portsmouth and the running game. That's helped out a lot by their huge offensive line. They got some big fellas there on the line. Jonathan Carter and Charles Fletcher are returning starters from last year's team. I guess we can go ahead and take a look at the starting lineups for these two teams. And the starting lineups are brought to you by Jim Howard & Son Body Shop and Towing. Marquez Locklear, the quarterback, 5'10", 158, and a junior. Fernando Poches, 5'10", 202, and a junior. We mentioned them. On that offensive line, Jonathan Carter, 6'2", 304, and a senior at left tackle. Left guard, Charles Fletcher, 6 foot 305, and a senior. Logan Thurman, the smallest guy on the offensive line at center, 5'10", 208, and a junior. Nick Donnelly, 6'2", 300, and a junior at right guard. And Wesley Runyon, 6'1", 286, and a senior at right tackle. 3 starters back from last year's team in Carter, Fletcher, and Wesley Runyon. The receivers will be Leland Skurlock, 5'11", 150, and a senior. Landon Malone, 5'6", 119, and a senior. Caleb Johnson, 6', 176, and a senior. Also look for flanker Cam Williams, 5'6", 142, and a junior. The leading pass catcher for the team this year, 22 receptions, 205 yards, and 1 touchdown. Trevin Brooks will be the H-back tight end, 5'11", 218, and a senior. Speaking of seniors, it is senior night here tonight, and the Ironton senior football players are being introduced. Of course, we had the We had the band, we had the cheerleaders, we had the volleyball team, we had the soccer team, we had the golf team, and now we get the Ironton seniors. Braden Baker's taking up half the
That's a lot of
half
bakers.
the stadium out
That's
there.
a lot of bakers.
Yeah, a lot
out
of
there.
bakers out there. So Braden Barber follows Braden Baker as they go alphabetically. Tyson Cox, David Fields, Kylan Grace is out there. He is in uniform and should play tonight. Ben Williams is out there. Aiden Hensley, Xander Hearn, Caleb Jacobs, Maddox Markle, Mason Wheeler, Zane Williams. These guys will be walking across the field one last time for the Fighting Tigers. And it's, again, kind of a bittersweet situation. Guys walking across the field knowing this is it. It is senior night. But they want to give it one more shot here at the Tank tonight. Defensively, Ironton has Aiden Hensley at nose guard, 5'11", 230 and a senior. Braden Lynn, 5'11", 215 and a junior. Mason Wheeler, 6', 240 and a junior. 13 tackles for loss for him this year. That leads the team. Linebacking core, Ethan Sutton, 5'10", 205 and a junior. Tyson Cox is in there, 6', 200 and a senior. Zane Williams, 5'9", 200 and a senior. And Jacob Hughes, 5'11", 175 and a senior. And we will probably see Kylan Grace starting tonight at linebacker, 5'10", 215 and a senior. In the secondary, it's Braden Baker, 5'10", 175 and a senior. Ashton Lane, 6'3", 180 and a junior. Bryson Mullins and Caden Edwards are the safeties. Mullins, 5'10", 175 and a junior. And Edwards, 5'11", 180 and a junior. They've had the coin toss. Ironton won the toss and will take the football to start tonight. So the offensive line will consist of Carter Bridges, 5'9", 240 and a junior. Jace Williams, 6', 205 and a junior. Xander Hearn, 6'1", 210 and a senior. Caleb Jacobs at tackle, 6'4", 285 and a senior. And I'm presuming that Ben Williams will also start for the Tigers tonight, 6'2", 285 and a senior. Tight end, Tyson Cox, Braden Barber. I talked to Braden. He's been out a few weeks because of a hamstring issue. And I asked him, how's the hammy? He said, good enough to play. So he's going to play tonight as a senior, 6'3", 225 and a senior. Caden Edwards, the quarterback, 5'11", 180 and a junior, completed 69% of his passes, 1,056 yards, 15 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. He's also run for 635 yards and 10 touchdowns on the season. Zane Williams, 5'9", 200 and a senior at running back for the Tigers. Your receivers will be Maddox Markle, 6'1", 190 and a senior. Braden Baker, 5'10", 175 and a senior. Bryson Mullins, 5'10", 175 and a junior. Mix in Easton Cottle and Brian Kidd as receivers as well. Those are the starters for tonight's game. The starting lineup brought to you by Jim Howard & Son, Body Shop and Towing. We'll be back after this timeout with more as we count you down to kickoff on News Talk 106.7 WIRO, The Eagle, and Kool TV.
Trust is something earned, not given. For over 90 years, KFB has built trust in your community. We believe our neighborhood is our responsibility. Through our quality service, innovative products, and local decision-making, we are committed to your financial success. Better financials lead to a better life. All with the Better Bank headquartered in Boyd County and serving the tri-state. KFB, the bank you trust and the community you love.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family, because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
When you smell that smoke rolling, you know it's Holy Smokes Barbecue in Ironton. Since 2013, Jay Zorns and Sean Jones have been serving up divine swine while giving back through the Shane Jones Memorial Scholarship, honoring Sean's son and supporting students at Ironton High and St. Joseph High School. From pulled pork, brisket, and chicken to killer sides like mac and cheese, baked beans, and slaw, Holy Smokes can feed 10 or 300. Call Jay at 740-533-7000 to book their food truck or catering. It's divine swine.
It's the second oldest rivalry in the state of Ohio. The Ironton Fighting Tigers and the Portsmouth Trojans hooking up one more time here at Tanks Memorial Stadium. Again, Jason Filiot, Kevin Anthony along with you. Glad to have you along as you're watching or listening tonight. 134th meeting between the two schools as they wrap up the festivities of senior night here at the Tank. Senior football players knowing that this is it. No playoffs for the Fighting Tigers in 2025, and this will be the final game for Ironton seniors at Tanks Memorial Stadium as we see folks continuing to come in to the Tank and pack the home side. Not a huge crowd here on the Portsmouth side, but it's probably one of the bigger crowds we've seen from an opponent here this season. One last time, Ironton and Portsmouth here from Tanks Memorial Stadium. We'll step aside one more time. We'll come back and we will kick it off. Ironton, Portsmouth, next on News Talk 106.7 WIRO, The Eagle, and Kool TV.
Your college experience should be built just for you, supporting everything you value most. That's why Ohio University delivers the high-quality education we're known for right here on our southern campus. Whether you're a full-time student or working full-time, Ohio's affordable, flexible degrees are always in demand in our community and can take you anywhere. Earn a degree in your own backyard on your own terms and move your career and your community forever forward. Learn more at ohio.edu/southern.
When a customer calls, emails, or messages, every second matters. If you're not first to respond, someone else will be. Action AI and Automation helps local businesses follow up faster, answer every call, and books more appointments automatically. We're a local business platform built for local businesses. Never miss an opportunity. Get your free Speed to Lead playbook now at actionaisystems.com/football. That's actionaisystems.com/football.
Pick six for $19.99, a perfect meal for two.
That's gotta rhyme.
Well, how about munching on pick six, my mouth going yap, yap. People always staring at my wings, they go flap, flap. Dave is so surprised because he didn't know I'd rap. Pick six meal for two for $19.99.
Wendy's has new chicken tenders. Crispy, juicy, tendery tendies. Ooh, that's fun to say. Tendies, tendies, tendies. And they're so good, maybe we should change our... For tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
Hello everyone, I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pump and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
Funeral home. Spare time recreation. Ram Pharmacy, Schmidt Family Restaurants, Buffalo Wild Wing, Callahan's at the Oasis, Clark's Pump and Shop, and Bruce's Custom Carts. Now, let's get to the Ram Pharmacy broadcast booth for all of the action with the voice of the Tigers, Jason Filiot and Kevin Anthony.
One final time in 2025, it is football time in Tiger Town. Tonight, Ironton and Portsmouth squaring off at 4:55 on the clock. I guess they're going to.
It's been 4:55
for a long
15
time.
minutes.
I know, because of senior night.
I had to double check. I'm like, does that still say 4:55?
Senior night, seniors honor before the game, knowing that this is it. There will be no playoffs in 2025 for Ironton. Now, let me just say this. They're coming down on Ironton because of alleged recruiting, yet there's an emergency vote by all member schools of the Ohio High School Athletic Association to allow NIL payments for student athletes. So you think people have recruited before? I mean, once this NIL opens up, if it passes, that's going to be insane, because you got kids already looking to go to other states. As the Fighting Tigers run out onto the field from the locker room across the way. But this whole NIL thing, it's not going to be good. This is going to be terrible for high school football in the state of Ohio if it does pass. Tigers bust through the banner, hit the sidelines, waiting for the Portsmouth Trojans to come out of the locker room. You've got one angry bunch of kids over there ready to release some frustrations out tonight. Cool October evening.
Yes. Play angry, play mad, but play under control.
Yeah.
Now, this actually means, Jason, that you, myself, and the Rick can do some TV commercials now, because we are going to be NIL
That's right.
announcers.
We could be NIL announcers, like personal endorsements.
That's right.
I would love to do that.
Can't wait.
I would love to do that.
I eat a lot of barbecue. I'll just throw it out there. I eat a lot of barbecue.
On mine, you could have cut that off with I eat a lot.
Oh, that's it.
I eat a lot.
I do eat a lot.
All right, Portsmouth a little bit fired up as they come to the sidelines here in front of us. You know, the thing I've always heard is you don't poke the bear. And I think the bear's been poked. The talk at midfield and pregame. Ironton's going to get the ball to start tonight, which they've done the last few weeks. They've taken first possession and they've driven right down the field and scored a touchdown, putting pressure on the opponent. Trojans in their road white jerseys and pants. The pants have a blue and red stripe down the side, blue down the middle, and red on either side of the stripe. White jerseys, red numerals trimmed in blue, the red helmet with the Portsmouth logo on each side, the blue face mask. The Tigers with the black jerseys, white pants, orange and black trim, orange helmet, black and white stripe across the top. The Tigers are going to get first possession here tonight as we start the second oldest rivalry in the Buckeye State. These players were devastated yesterday when they got the news about the playoff situation. A lot more to be announced tomorrow by the Ohio High School Athletic Association if and when they release their statement, their press release. I was told yesterday that it was going to be this morning, but that changed, and they moved it back to Saturday. All right, deep to receive, Maddox Markle and Caden Edwards for the Fighting Tigers. By the way, your officials for tonight's game will be Rick Merb as the referee, Kenny Krebs as the umpire, Chad Jenkins as the linesman, Jennifer Blue as the line judge, and back judge Truman Hash. Center judge is Jeffrey Jenkins. All right, the Trojans ready to kick off. It's going to be Jacob Roth kicking off for Portsmouth. He'll be kicking from right to left. It's a shame, 8-1. Could get the number 1 seed with a win over Portsmouth tonight, but there will be no playoffs for the Fighting Tigers. They would have had a bye and home until the regional finals, but the OHSAA says no. All right, Roth approaching the football. Just a line drive kick that is going to be fielded by Maddox Markle at the 14. He'll run straight ahead across the 20, across the 30, 35, breaks a tackle out to the 40 and the 43-yard line, and the Tigers will set up their first down and 10. The Trojans also playing for their playoff lives. We have a running clock already. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me, but...
Yeah.
Ironton first and 10 from the 43. It's still running.
Yeah. I think he's pushing some buttons there, so.
We've had problems with the clock this year. All right, the Tigers line up with a shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Mullins in motion. Zane Williams takes the handoff. He dances left, stiff arms a defender across the 45, spins off another, fights his way forward to the 48-yard line. That's going to be a 5-yard pickup for Zane Williams. Second down. Look out, and Ben Williams is starting on the offensive line for the Tigers next to Xander Hearn. Markle goes wide to the left. Mullins that way as well. Baker and Bryson Kearns to the right side. Pistol set formation. Caden Edwards with Zane Williams behind him. Mullins again in motion to the right side. Edwards claps his hands, takes the snap, fires across the middle. Baker couldn't make the catch. It was thrown a bit behind him. He tried to adjust and make a one-handed reception, but it hit off his hands and falls incomplete.
Yeah, nice route by Baker. Just thrown a little bit behind him. Off his left hand. Third down and about 5.
All right, single receiver to the left. Two to the left, 2 to the right. Edwards again from the shotgun. Claps his hands, option to the right side. He'll toss to Zane Williams. Zane looking for the edge. He slips a tackle across midfield. Flag on the play. Tackled for a first down, but again, a flag is thrown by the referee, and that looks like it's going to be a hold against the Fighting Tigers. It is a hold against Ironton. They'll back it up 10 yards. Again, Portsmouth fighting for their playoff lives as well. Right now, they are 10th in the region. A win here would propel them up and get a home game. More than likely, a loss could possibly knock them out of the postseason. Ball spotted back to the 36-yard line, where Ironton will have it third down and long.
And Portsmouth, of course, success the last few games, 4-0. But again, it's not their defense that they've been able to wrap their head around. It's been their offense. So anything they can get defensively from this crew to kind of slow down this Fighting Tiger or offense, I should say, they will take it. And right now, it's 3rd and 20, so Tigers looking to at least get a little bit more than a half.
Here's Edwards taking the snap, rolling to the left side. Looks downfield, sets up, launches one long downfield for Maddox Markle. Got behind the defender but can't make the catch. It's off his left hand and falls incomplete. Again, he tried to adjust as well, but the incomplete pass leaves Ironton with a 4th down, and the punt team comes onto the field.
Yeah, Caden rolling to his right. Had time. Got away from the defensive line. Unable to really set and throw, but when he did, unable to hit Maddox Markle on the run, as Maddox had to kind of turn back toward the ball, and it went off his hand. So 2 incomplete passes to start the game for Caden Edwards, and the Tigers punting unit is on.
David Fields will punt it away. He's standing back at the 22. Of course, one of the seniors on the team. Leland Skurlock deep to receive. One hop snap, it goes through the legs of Fields. He'll pick it up, and he'll run to the near side, and he was going to be tackled all the way back at the 26-yard line. That low snap went right through his legs, and that's a turnover on downs, and the Trojans will set up first down and 10 deep in Ironton territory.
That spot's going to be the 22. Technically a 22-yard loss, if you will.
So we'll see the Portsmouth offense. Marquez Locklear, senior quarterback, leads the team out. Fernando Pochis is the running back. But they'll start with an empty backfield. Nope. Well, yeah, they do, because Trevin Brooks is the H-back to the right side. They've got 2 receivers each way. Pochis in a slot to the left. And now he'll come back to the backfield, and the fake pitch. Locklear is going to run ahead. He is drilled. Popped by Tyson Cox at the 31-yard line. Loss on the play, and Tyson just drilled him. Loss of 3. Second down at the 31.
Again, the defense did a nice job secondary. Nobody to throw to. And for just a split second, he had a running lane down the middle of the football field. But, of course, the black jerseys closed that off quickly. Second down and about 13-14.
Empty backfield once again. Poches comes to the backfield. Handoff to him on a jet sweep running left side. Poches reverses the field, cuts back, now breaks a tackle as Zane Williams tries to hit the sideline, and he'll be brought down by Bryson Mullins inside the 25 to about the 23-yard line. Poches elusive.
21.
Yeah, third down and about 5 now for the Trojans.
About a 10-yard pickup. And again, Poches, I know him well, track and field, very fast. And as you said, he put on some weight, a little bit of muscle, which makes him a little bit harder to bring down. And 10-yard pickups. Pickup brings it to 3rd and 3, so obviously 4-down territory, but there's a flag.
There's another flag. So they sent Landon Malone off the field. He's just thrown his helmet down. There's another flag. He's going to get tossed. Landon Malone is going to get thrown out of this game. He got a flag as he was running off the field, then threw his helmet down, and Bruce Kolb says, "You go sit down." So he said something as he walked off the field, threw his helmet down. So you got 1, 2, 3 flags on the play. If it's unsportsmanlike conduct, he's gone. And Malone is a senior. So you could have possibly 30 yards and penalties on this play. The officials talking it over. They'll sort it out. Talking with Bruce Kolb.
You know, say what you want. It's week 10. But again, it's a rivalry game. So, again, as I said before, be mad, be angry, but play under control.
Yep.
And right there, Portsmouth player Landon Malone lost his cool.
He sure did.
2 flags and a hat.
And these Portsmouth fans are upset and yelling, but, I mean, we all saw it right there. He's running off the field saying stuff, and then he threw his helmet down. I mean, what do you want him to do? Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct is called against Portsmouth. That's 15 yards. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct against Portsmouth. That's another 15 yards. That's 30 yards in penalties. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct against Portsmouth. That's 45 yards in penalties. And Landon Malone, they gave the indication, has just been thrown out of the game. Landon Malone, an offensive weapon, a receiver for the team, a senior, just got tossed less than 4 minutes into his final regular season game and final matchup against the Fighting Tigers.
Yeah, that's that goes against your head coach. That's unchecked discipline. That after the first one, Jason, there should have been a senior grab the guy.
Yeah, he was a senior, or he
well,
is a senior.
Another senior grab Jason. That would be me saying, "Jason, stop. That's me."
Yeah.
But you instead, Jason, take your helmet off and throw it. There's another one. So I'm thinking, oh, you just got tossed. I said, that's enough, Jason. But again, nobody controlled him from the first penalty to the third walking off the football field. So the football spot is where, Jason?
It's all the way back to the Portsmouth 35-yard line, a drive that started at the Ironton 28.
And it's 3rd down.
3rd and 49. Do you have any 3rd and 49 plays in the playbook? Punt. 3rd and 49. I did see a game. It was a high school game years and years ago. My alma mater was playing, and they were playing their rival, and the rival had it 4th and 54.
Wow.
Yeah.
You get a gift. You get a bad snap for the Tigers. You get the ball at Ironton's 27, and a 3rd and short, so to speak, 4th and short, 3rd and short, if you will. And then 3 consecutive 15-yard flags at no fault of your own from a senior on your football team. And we'll have the whistle sound and check out this 3rd and 49 play.
8:28 to play. 3rd and 49 for the Trojans from their own 35 now. Marquez Locklear in the shotgun with 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. He'll take the snap. He'll fire long down the middle of the field, overthrown, and there's a flag. Flag on the play, thrown by the back judge. They may get a hold or a pass interference. Incomplete pass. Bryson Mullins diving down with an interception attempt, but we get a flag, and that's going to be 15 yards. stays third down, though. It's not an automatic. So they move it to midfield.
There's a third of that penalty back, 15 of the 45.
Yeah.
So, what do you say, third down and manageable?
Sure.
Well, I will say, if they can get to between the 30 and 40, that gives you an opportunity for a fourth down opportunity, but they got to get positive yards here.
Locklear will send Poches in motion. Bobbled snap. Poches picks it up, and he'll run to the left side. He tries to get away from Markle. He can't. He popped by Braden Lynn and dropped. Aiden Hensley and Braden Lynn combining for the stop, and they drop Poches all the way back to the 48, but they'll give him midfield on forward progress. So it's fourth down, and the punt team comes out for the Trojans.
Yeah, Poches nowhere to go that time, and again he thought he saw a lane, but here comes black jerseys, and Aiden Hensley, I should say, drops his hello on Poches here. Fourth down, and that much.
Defensively, the Fighting Tigers are coming out and laying the lumber, so to speak, early on. On to punt is Jacob Roth. He'll take the snap, boots it away. Maddox Markle is deep. He'll come back and he'll field it at the 16. Markle running to the left side, gets a block, has a wall across the 30. He's to the 40, 45, 50, into Portsmouth territory, slips a tackle. He's to the 30 and gone. You can forget about it. Maddox Markle returns it 86 yards. Punt return touchdown. Another special teams touchdown by the Fighting Tigers, and they go up 6-0.
Comes at the 7:19 mark. He had to make one man miss, and then you saw the wall being made and presented to him, and Wheeler with a nice block, number 9 there to help seal the deal, if you will, and showing the speed. Maddox Markle wakes up the crowd here just a little bit.
Just a
because
little
it was getting a little ugly. We were having more penalties than first downs there for a second.
I said 86. It was 84 yards on the punt return. Here's Beckham Waginger on with the PAC-PAT, brought to you by the Paramount Arts Center. It's up and through, and the Tigers lead at 7-0. Back after this timeout on News Talk 106.7 WIRO, The Eagle, and Kool TV.
When you smell that smoke rolling, you know it's Holy Smokes Barbecue in Ironton. Since 2013, Jay Zorns and Sean Jones have been serving up divine swine while giving back through the Shane Jones Memorial Scholarship, honoring Sean's son and supporting students at Ironton High and St. Joseph High School. From pulled pork, brisket, and chicken to killer sides like mac and cheese, baked beans, and slaw, Holy Smokes can feed 10 or 300. Call Jay at 740-533-7000 to book their food truck or catering. It's divine swine.
When a customer calls, emails, or messages, every second matters. If you're not first to respond, someone else will be. Action AI and Automation helps local businesses follow up faster, answer every call, and books more appointments automatically. We're a local business platform built for local businesses. Never miss an opportunity. Get your free Speed Delete playbook now at actionaisystems.com/football. That's actionaisystems.com/football.
Fighting Tiger football on News Talk 106.7 WIRO.
7-0 Ironton after a punt return touchdown by Maddox Markle of 84 yards. David Fields ready to kick it away. His kickoff is powered by Liberty Bank. All right, Leland Skurlock deep to receive. Cameron Williams is back there as well. Fields approaches the football, kicks it away. It is a high, short kick. Skurlock runs up and fields it at the 12. He'll run to the near side, and he is popped and dropped at the 16-yard line by Bryson Kearns. And there's a flag against the Tigers. Bryson Kearns made the tackle, but Portsmouth's going to get some penalty yards out of this. I'm going to call in sportsmanlike conduct.
Tackle made at the 16, so Tigers might get hit with a 15. A little verbal epithet might have been uttered, so the same thing. You got to show discipline on both sides. Both teams, Jason, 3 penalties each, 3 15-yard varieties against Portsmouth. Ironton has 2 15-yarders and a 10-yard penalty. And again, it's rivalry week.
Yeah, oh yeah. Line of scrimmage will be the 31-yard line for the Trojans. who again trail at 7-0.
And Fernando Pox's 10-yard run is basically the best offensive play we've seen from Portsmouth.
He'll take the handoff here up the middle, sidesteps one tackler, then is brought down by Tyson Harvey at the 36-yard line. 5-yard gain for Fernando Pochis. Again, went over 1,000 yards on the season. He's averaging 7.5 yards a carry and 9 touchdowns on the season. Second down, 5 yards to go.
Yeah, you saw that nice move at the line of scrimmage, a little jump step, jump hop, whatever you want to call it, to elude a would-be tackler and get himself and his team 5, nearly 6 yards, second at about 4.5.
Caleb Jacobs in on the defensive line for the Fighting Tigers. Here is Pochis again. He'll run right side, squirts through a couple of defenders there at the line, then brought down by Mason Wheeler, tackled forward to the 39. Third down and 2 now for the Trojans. Some jump cuts and kind of an elusive back for Portsmouth.
Yeah, doing a nice job. And again, when you've got Trevin Brooks in there, he's listed at 5'11", 218. He looked like he's 250 from up here as your fullback leading the way. And that kind of helps Poxis. Along with the offensive line, which we haven't talked much about, they average about 300 pounds across, and they're about anywhere from 5'11" to 6'2".
Here's Locklear giving to Pochis again up the middle. He breaks one tackle, and Tigers trying to grab the ball out of his hands, but Pochis is brought down to the 42. That's good for a first down for Portsmouth. We saw last year, or no, it's been a couple years, with Chase Highland at running back. They're not afraid to give the ball to the running back. If you remember, Chase Highland in a playoff game at Fairland a couple years ago had like 50 carries in a playoff win at the Concrete Palace. So, you know, Pochis is going to get his share of touches here this evening against the Tigers.
And again, you got to have balance, yes. But if you can get 3s and 4s and 5s and maybe a 6-yard chunk of running, you could possibly try to get the Tigers' defensive backs looking into the backfield and try to go over top. And right now, 1st and 10, Portsmouth.
Here's the handoff to Pochis running right side. He is hit by Baker, slips that tackle, pursued by Markle, and then thrown out of bounds across the way at around the 41-yard line. So not much there. He's actually brought, did he get a loss on that? Let's see, they put a 42?
Yeah, -1. And again, he's seeing early on, he serves well to stay between the hash lines and use those jump cuts and the speed and the quickness to try to matriculate down the field for the 1s and 2s. Try to go outside. Saw the speed of the Tigers to deny his outside run. Lost a yard on the play.
Brooks, tight end, shifts to the right side. The handoff goes to Pochis up the middle. He is going to slip a tackle, moves right. Mason Wheeler brings him down at the 42, the initial line of scrimmage. Maybe the 43. Third down and long for the Trojans here, trailing 7-0, 5:07 to play in the first quarter.
Yeah, they spot the ball just on the other side of the 42, so a half-a-yard gain. But again, nice job by Pochis to try to find something in the middle between the tackles and move forward instead of trying to break something outside this early in the game. So 3rd and 10 for Portsmouth.
2 receivers right, 1 left. And now Brooks shifts over to the left side. Locklear fakes the handoff and rolls to the near side. Here comes the pressure from Wheeler, and he will not get away from Mason. Braden Lynn back there as well. The sack is all the way back to the 30-yard line of Portsmouth. It's 4th down and a ton for the Trojans.
12-yard loss for the quarterback, Marquez Locklear. You got away from one black jersey, but there's Wheeler. And right there, I'm going to accentuate that as my defensive play of the game right there. They tried to look and get the Fighting Tigers secondary peeking in the backfield, find somebody deep. Nope, they didn't do that. Everybody was covered. And Locklear for the sack of 12 yards.
Maddox Markle back at the 35-yard line. High snap. Roth will field it, kicks it away. It is a high spiraling kick. Markle calls for the fair catch and makes it at the 36. That may be the first fair catch we've had all year.
Fair catch? What's that?
Yeah.
I've never seen that before.
A punt, and the Fighting Tigers offense will come out for the second time tonight, leading 7-0, 3:56 to play in the first quarter. Offense turned the ball over on downs the first possession. It was actually a 3-and-out, but a low snap, and David Fields was dropped for a 20-yard loss. They'll set up shop at the 36 here. Caden Edwards with Zane Williams on his right hip. Single receiver to each side of the field. Caden fakes the handoff, runs to the right side. Edwards across midfield, 45-40, and he'll be slung down out of bounds at the 35-yard line of Portsmouth. Run by Caden. He's brought down by J.J. Henderson. First down. Another first down brought to you by Anderson & Anderson Attorneys at Law.
29-yard run that time by Caden. J.J. Henderson with a nice saving touchdown tackle there out of bounds. 1st and 10, Ironton.
Edwards again in the shotgun. Mullins goes in motion to the left. Pop pass to him. And he is hit in the backfield, and he'll be dropped back at the 40-yard line. Couldn't find that block as he was brought down by Dontavian Parker for a loss to the 40, 2nd down and long.
Yeah. Running lane wasn't there, so did what he could and just took the tackle, the sack, or the play for a loss of about 5 on the play.
Bryson Kearns is in as a wide receiver to the left side. Maddox Markle, Braden Baker go to the right. Bryson Mullins, receiver left as well. Shotgun formation. Kylan Grace is in the backfield for the Tigers. Mullins goes in motion to the right. Edwards will take. Looking, fires across the middle. The pass is overthrown, intended for Maddox Markle on a crossing route, a short crossing route. That pass was too tall, and it's 3rd down and long now for the Tigers.
Again, nice job of penetration up front by the offensive line. Getting back there quickly, forcing Caden to get rid of the football. 3rd down at about 15.
All right, Kylan Grace lines up on the right side of Caden Edwards with 2 receivers to the right and left. Ball on the left hash mark. Edwards, Portsmouth showing blitz. Mullins in motion. Edwards takes. Here comes the pressure. He steps up in the pocket, launches long down the middle of the field. The pass is going to be caught by Bryson Kearns down at the 2-yard line. He got behind the defender as he was making the catch. He fell to the turf. It's going to be 1st down and goal for the Fighting Tigers. Another first down brought to you by Anderson & Anderson Attorneys at Law. The Tigers quickly to the line of scrimmage. They spot the ball at the 1, actually. Edwards from the shotgun. Kylan Grace behind him in the pistol set. Now Grace will move up to the right side of Caden Edwards. Tigers looking to the sideline for the play call. Now Edwards goes back behind. Grace goes behind Edwards. Caden, the junior quarterback, takes the snap, turns, hands to Kylan Grace, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Tigers. Kylan Grace, 1-yard touchdown run, and the Fighting Tigers have gone up 13-0 with 2:31 to play.
And again, I haven't seen every throw that he's made this season, but to me, that was the best throw I've seen Caden Edwards ever throw, because that ball had to get past the defensive back and into the hands of the receiver in stride, and that was just a perfectly thrown ball and a great catch. It was down at the 1-yard line, and the Tigers answer that. 2:31 to play, take a 13-0 lead.
Well, there is a flag on the field.
There is a flag.
I did not see that. They have not. It's a dead ball, personal foul against the Trojans. So the Tigers will go for 2 here. They'll spot it at the 1.5 now. And again, the offense is staying on the field.
Penalty of 1.5 yards. Okay.
All right, they're still trying to figure out where to spot the ball, I guess. But Ironton's going to go for the 2-point try here. Zane Williams is in the backfield for the Tigers. Edwards from the shotgun. Mullins in motion. They hand off to him, and now the option pitch to Zane Williams. He throws to the end zone. The pass is knocked away. That was a modified Philly special, I think. Handoff on the jet sweep, pitch, and then a throw to the end zone. Pass fails. Ironton still leads at 13-0 with 2:31 to play in the first quarter, and we're back in 60 seconds on News Talk 106.7 WIRO, the Eagle, and Kool TV.
Pick 6 for $19.99 is the perfect meal for 2.
I can't believe we're on a date.
Oh, I'm just here for pick 6.
Imagine what our kids would look like.
I don't want to have kids with you.
6 kids.
6!
Pick 6!
Wait, could we eat here every meal?
Yes.
All right, I'm down. Pick 6 meal for 2 for $19.99.
Wendy's has new chicken tenders. Crispy, juicy, tendery tendies. Ooh, that's fun to say. Tendies, tendies, tendies. And they're so good, maybe we should change our... For tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
Good morning, Isabella.
Hi, David.
Back for your morning routine?
Clark's Refresh Rewards program is something you'll flip for.
Hey, Isabella. Hi, Annabelle.
Donut?
Don't forget the sprinkles. Cream and sugar.
Download our app today and enjoy all of the rewards. No flipping required.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
(13-0) Fighting Tigers on top of the Portsmouth Trojans here with 2:31 to play in the opening quarter. Ironton on the board again after a 5-play 64-yard drive that covered 2:25 on the clock. John Grace. I knew I'd do that. Kylan Grace, John's his dad. Kylan Grace, a 1-yard touchdown run. The pass for 2 failed. And the Fighting Tigers have a 13-0 lead. Scoring drive is a service of Patties and Pints. I guess there was another penalty. Oh, they took the penalty on the kickoff instead of the 2-point try, so they kept it.
I was going to say, that ball looks like it's spotted at the 3. Yeah. They didn't move it, but yes, sounds good.
All right, so David Fields will kick off. It's another kickoff powered by Liberty Bank. He's kicking off from the Portsmouth 45. And it's an onside kick to the left side. It bounces, and it is out of bounds. Boy, Bryson Mullins was over there, and he was so close to picking that one up and just taking it the distance. But it goes out of bounds. Flag on the play there because the ball went out of bounds, and the spot of the football is the 33 with 2.5 minutes to play in the first quarter.
Locklear has not completed a pass in this first half. It's mostly been Fernando Pokes' with 7 carries and 21 yards rushing. And sack totals by Marquez Locklear totaling 15. So he's at negative 15 with those sack yards. So again, find themselves trailing by 13 here. First quarter, 2:13 to play. So I'm not going to give up on number 10, if I'm Portsmouth. Fernando Pope, he's got to get touches. Guys like that who have a quickness of feet and they get into a flow, they find that hole and do that.
So they're going to put the ball at midfield. I guess they take the, where are they going to put the ball? Come on, guys. This is week 10. You guys have to have this figured out by now. 45-yard line is where they're putting the football. That just frustrates me when you get guys that don't communicate, they don't know what they're doing, and then take forever. Portsmouth 1st and 10 from its own 45-yard line.
Again, excellent field position. Again, no success throwing the football. Let's see if they continue to go with number 10, Poaches.
Yep, they do. Hand off to him. He's spun down right at the line of scrimmage, and that will be no gain on the play. Second down, and he may lose a yard. Second down and 11. Interior, the defensive line coming up with the stop. Tyson Harvey in the mix there.
And again, you average anywhere between 290 to 315 up front. With those 4 or 5 big fellas, you're going to try to go with the Fighting Tigers. So here, see if the quarterback is able to keep the football himself or try to pitch it right or left.
They go with an I formation, handoff to Poches. He'll run left side, and Poches is going to be knocked out of bounds by Ashton Lane at the Ironton 47. Third down for the Trojans, and about 3 yards to go. At that time, they just lined up in a pro set with a single wide to each side of the field and got 7 yards or 8 yards out of that. Third down coming up for the Trojans.
Yeah, to Tyson Harvey's credit, he got tackled from his quarterback spot, so that's why Poaches was so open, if you will, running around the outside. So, again, a manageable 3rd and short for the Trojans.
Ball on the left hash mark, 2 receivers to the right side. Here's a handoff to Poaches. He's hit and dropped back at midfield. Ethan Sutton with the initial contact, and Jacob Hughes comes up and finishes him off. 4th down and 5 now for the Trojans.
Yeah, Sutton unhappy with himself for not making that tackle behind the line of scrimmage. But, hey, guess what? You held him up long enough for Jacob Hughes to come up and finish the business. And that ball's back at the 50, loss of 2.
Now the punt team comes out again. Jacob Roth Well, be careful. You're right at midfield. You're down 2 scores. Watch for a fake. Maddox Markle dropped deep to receive for the Fighting Tigers. Roth standing at the 35 of Portsmouth. Markle at about the 18 for Ironton. 6 on the play clock. Will they get the snap off? Down to 4 and 3 they do. Roth catches, sends it away. Away from Maddox Markle. It takes a high bounce and rolls inside the 25 and down at the 24-yard line with 58 seconds to play in the first quarter, and Ironton leading 13-0.
No balance that time of that attack offensively from Portsmouth. Just stayed with the run for Fernando Poaches, and Tigers Johnny on the spot right there. 3 rushing attempts. A -1, a -2, and a +6, so only 3 yards of total offense on that particular drive for the Portsmouth Trojans. Here come the Ironton offense back on the field. Last major play, a 39-yard strike pass from Caden Edwards.
2 receivers to the wide side right, 1 to the left. Kylan Grace in the backfield on the right hip of Caden Edwards. Edwards takes and looks to throw. Has time, fires across the middle. Mullins makes the catch at the 35, makes a man miss across the 40, out to the 45-yard line, and brought down at the 46, maybe the 47. That's good for a first down, a pass of 23 yards. Another first down brought to you by Anderson and Anderson, attorneys at law.
Going to mark him at the 46.
46, okay.
So 22-yard pass play.
Markle and Mullins to the right, Baker to the left. Edwards from the shotgun, H-back to the right side. Here's the handoff to Kylan Grace up the middle, and Grace fights his way forward for a couple out to the 49-yard line. Gain of about 2. Second down and 8.
The old keep the defense honest play. Give the ball to the fullback. A little 3-yard gain by Kylan Grace. And the guys up top can check out the defense, see if we're with 1 high safety or 2 high safety, and possibly, again, go down the field with another pass or continue to run the football.
Zane with the run up the middle. He barrels his way across midfield down to the 45 and 43-yard line. That's good for another Fighting Tiger first down, brought to you by Anderson and Anderson, attorneys at law.
7-yard pickup, second carry of the game for Zane. 2 carries, 12 yards.
All right, clock winds down to 0. So after 1 quarter play, the Fighting Tigers lead the Portsmouth Trojans 13-0. We'll be back with the second quarter after this timeout on News Talk 106.7 WIRO, The Eagle, and Kool TV.
Trust is something earned, not given. For over 90 years, KFB has built trust in your community. We believe our neighborhood is our responsibility. Through our quality service, innovative products, and local decision-making, we are committed to your financial success. Better financials lead to a better life. All with the Better Bank headquartered in Boyd County and serving the tri-state. KFB, the bank you trust and the community you love.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Stadium at Ironton. It is senior night, and the Fighting Tigers lead the Portsmouth Trojans 13-0. It is also Hall of Fame weekend, and right now the Hall of Fame inductees for 2025 being introduced in between quarters. There's a flag on the play. I think Ironton's going to get a delay of game for introducing the Hall of Fame recipients.
Yes, they weren't ready for the introductions. Didn't have the kids ready to introduce,
and Zane Williams runs up to Rick McKnight and says, "Hey, cut it off, man. We don't want another penalty." Their special night is tomorrow night at the cafeteria, 6 o'clock. $10 will get you in, and go check out some fine recipients going into the Hall of Fame. Ryan Hurley, Hope Royal, John Pemberton, Doris Hannon, And I'm missing one. I'll get it in just a second. Caden Edwards in the shotgun as Bryson Mullins goes in motion to the left, now back to the right. Edwards takes the snap on first down and 15. He'll roll to the right side under pressure. He's hit from behind, breaks the tackle, rolls to the near side now. He will cut upfield across midfield, and he's brought down as a flag on the play, another flag on the play. Edwards was tackled at the 48 of Portsmouth. And they're sending someone off the field for Ironton, maybe? I believe so. John Weaver. John Weaver is sent off the field. But you have 2 penalty markers on the play. I wonder what this is.
They're facing toward Ironton, so.
Personal foul against the Fighting Tigers. So they'll back it up to the 37-yard line where it'll be first down and a whole bunch. They got to get to the Portsmouth 33-yard line for a first down.
We've got 4 penalties against Portsmouth, and that is the 5th penalty against the Fighting Tigers.
Bryson Kearns wide to the left. 3 receivers to the right with Edwards in the shotgun. Zane Williams moves to the left side of Caden Edwards. Edwards fakes the handoff, runs straight ahead. He gets to the 40-yard line. That's about it. Edwards brought down at the 40. And that was Zyrell Stubbs and Cameron Williams on the stop for the Trojans. Still second and a ton. $13-0. Fighting Tigers. Again, 3 receivers right, 1 left. Edwards and Williams in the backfield. Caden claps his hands, takes the snap, drops back in the pocket. He's going to launch one down the far side. Has a man wide open. Bryson Mullins makes the catch at the 30 and off to the races he goes to the 10-5 and touchdown. That one goes for 59 yards and a score, and the Tigers are on the board again. It's 19-0.
Okay, that was the best pass I've seen him throw because it was right on the money in stride to Bryson. Can I keep changing my mind?
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect pass that time. Edwards to Mullins, 59 yards. And that was perfect. That was perfect.
Beckham Waginger on to attempt the PAT. Extra points brought to you by the Paramount Arts Center in Ashland. Check out a full list of shows online at ParamountArtsCenter.com. Festival of Trees and Trains coming up on the 21st of November. Bryson Mullins, who just caught the touchdown pass, is the holder. Snap is high. Mullins gets it down, and Waginger boots it through. It is 20-0 Ironton. Second quarter, 10:47 to play. And we'll be back after this timeout on News Talk 106.7 WIRO, The Eagle, and Kool TV.
At Members Choice Credit Union, we believe that strong communities begin with strong partnerships, and that starts with trust. Since 1932, we've proudly served the families and businesses of this region because your goals matter, your family matters, and your future should be built on a foundation you can count on and trust. Members Choice Credit Union, your money, your future, your choice.
Fall fishing season is just around the corner, and Borders Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Luce, Shimano, Daiwa, and Abu Garcia. No matter the species of fish you are targeting, Borders has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders has baits in every size and style, with a wide selection of tackle from Berkley, Strike King, Soon, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Borders Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
.47 to play, first half. Fighting Tigers ready to kick off. It's another kickoff powered by Liberty Bank. David Fields ready to boot it away for the Tigers. Cameron Williams and Leland Skurlock deep to receive once again for the Trojans. Fields, the senior, Sends this one high and short to the right side of the field. It hits at the 15, bounces into the hands of Cameron Williams, and he just dances out of bounds just across the 20.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, was that the quarterback last year? Or his freshman year?
J.T. Williams was.
Yeah, he was freshman year, he was quarterback because J.T. was hurt.
Yeah.
So then he went to a split H-back or wideout. Gotcha. His brother was quarterback.
Yeah. Ball spotted at the 21-yard line of Portsmouth. He trails at 20-0.
Well, balance is the key. And thus far, we have not seen Locklear pass or run for any positive amounts of yards. He's 7'10" through the air, 320 on the ground coming in. He has got no positive yards either which way. And, hey, Jason, there's a flag.
What? No way. Movement up front, procedure called against the Trojans. They'll back it up 5 yards to the 16-yard line. Ironton on the board again thanks to a 5-play, 76-yard drive that took 2:11 off the clock. 51-yard touchdown pass from Caden Edwards to Bryson Mullins. And extra point kick by Beckham Waginger makes it 20-0. Scoring drive is a service of the Armory Smokehouse. First down and 15 for the Trojans. Pochus behind Locklear. Locklear will take and give to Pochus. He's dropped back behind the line by Mason Wheeler. Mason Wheeler in the backfield right now and brings down Pochus at the 12.5-yard line.
11 carries for 20 yards for Pochus.
Second down, and they need to get to the 31-yard line.
Again, any type of pass attempt from the quarterback Locklear or a run will aid this offense just to take the eyes off number 10, the running back.
Locklear rolls near side, fires long down the near side. The pass is tipped and incomplete, and there is no flag on the play, although there are several hundred people in the stands here with striped jerseys who are making that call. They don't have flags to throw, though. It's third down and a mile. 3rd and 16-ish.
Well, I called for the pass.
19. Yeah, you did.
I got the pass. Yeah. And to one of the fastest guys on the team. And he was overthrown, so.
3 receivers right, 1 left. Locklear takes, rolls out to the near side. Here comes the pressure again. He is hit back at the 5 and dropped for another loss. Braden Barber is back there for the Tigers. Ethan Sutton back there as well. But another loss for Portsmouth, and they're looking at 4th down and a half a mile. Jacob Roth will set up in the end zone to kick it away. Maddox Markle deep to receive. Maddox already has a punt return touchdown today. He had one last week as well against Gallia Academy. He's standing at the Portsmouth 42. Roth about 9 yards deep in the end zone here. 9 on the play clock. Roth, high snap. Roth will field it, kicks it away. End over end kick. Markle runs up and drops the football. Now has to jump on it, or did he? Yep, he got it. He jumped on it right at the 36-yard line. So 1st and 10 Tigers inside Portsmouth territory at the 36 with 9:04 to play in the first half.
Yeah, the Trojans tried something different offensively, just throwing the football. One thing to say, it's another thing to execute against this Fighting Tiger defense. Not only do you have to put up with that secondary that is stingy, will intercept the ball, but the front 3, front 4, whatever will come get you, and that they have. They've came and got the quarterback 3 times, 3 sacks for minus 22, for negative 22 yards on the sack totals. Ironton back on offense.
Easton Cottle is a running back in the backfield. Edwards will take, fires a bubble screen that is going to be incomplete. It's broken up by Portsmouth on the far side. And it was Pochus over there breaking that up. 2nd down and 10.
Caden Edwards was 1 for 4 passing before those last 3 pass attempts, and he was 3 for 3. So his first incompletion and 4 pass attempts. 2nd down and 10.
Single wide receiver, Bubby Kidd to the left side. Edwards takes, quarterback keeper around the right side. He cuts up field and tries to get something, not much there. He's brought down at the 34, just a 2-yard pickup for Caden Edwards.
1-yard pickup for Caden, his third rush of the game, totaling 34 yards, excuse me.
All right, Kidd lines up as a wide out to the left side. Baker to the right. Edwards from the shotgun again. H-back to the right side. Edwards will take. Drops back, pressure, so he runs upfield. Now fires to the right side. Kidd makes the catch at the 25-yard line, and he'll have the first down as he's knocked out of bounds across the way. But another first down brought to you by Anderson and Anderson Attorneys at Law.
So that spot is 24, so 11-yard pickup. And catch by Bubby Kidd.
Baker and Markle to the left. Easton Cottle in the backfield next to Caden Edwards with a single receiver to the right. Edwards will take, and he gives to Cottle up the middle. Cottle dancing around. Nice spin move as he breaks another tackle and moves left. He's across the 15 and down to the 12-yard line. Oh, what a run by Easton Cottle. That's going to move the sticks again. Another first down brought to you by Anderson and Anderson Attorneys at Law.
12-yard pickup by the freshman, Easton Cottle.
7:47 to play in the first half. 20-0 Fighting Tigers. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Edwards, hard count, draws Portsmouth. Nope, not in the neutral zone. It was close, but they jump back. Cottle is the single setback. Kidd and Baker to the right, Markle to the left. H-back left is Tyson Cox. Edwards looks to throw again as he drops back. Rolling right, fires downfield, intercepted. Pass is picked off at the 5-yard line by Pocius. Pocius is going to be spun down at about the 6. Looked like Cottle was open initially on a slant. There's another flag on the play. And Pocius picks off the pass.
And I saw Bubby Kidd standing just outside, about the 1 or the 2. And Caden was locked in on him, and Pocius caught the eye-to-eye contact and throws the interception.
Dead ball personal foul against Portsmouth, so they'll go half the distance to the goal back to the 4-yard line, and that's where the Trojans will set up. Just the 4th interception thrown by Caden Edwards this year. 7:14 left.
Spot at the 4, maybe?
Yep. They'll go with an I formation, and the handoff goes to the fullback, and that's Trevin Brooks. And Brooks hops over the line there, gets out to maybe the 7-yard line. 3-yard pickup, first carry of the night for Trevin Brooks. He's kind of a slash H-back, tight end, fullback. That's his 20th carry of the season. Just a 2-yard pickup, 2nd down and 8 for the Trojans. They'll go with that same pro set, I formation. Brooks at fullback and Pocius at tailback. This time it's Pocius taking the handoff, and he is brought down by Tyson Cox. Check that, Tyson Harvey. Not Tyson Cox, Tyson Harvey. Pocius a little slow to get up. 3rd down.
Limping back to the line of scrimmage, or should I say behind the line to get to the huddle.
Saw Leland Skurlock, the receiver and returner, hobble off the field the previous possession. He's still here on the sidelines.
Big fullback lumbers off also. Trevin Brooks comes off the football field.
3rd down for the Trojans. Trips left, single or 2 receivers to the right. As Locklear lines up in a shotgun, takes the snap, throws to the left, picked off by Ashton Lane, and he's going to take it to the house. The entrepreneur with the pick 6. And the Tigers go up 26-0.
Let's call it 8 yards. Let's see where the interception happened. I'm looking at my replay right now. So it looked like he was just inside the 10, the 8 or 9. We'll get the entrepreneur's interception return here in a sec.
That is his 3rd interception of the season, first touchdown of the season. Tigers have scored 2 touchdowns tonight with defense and special teams. Beck and Waginger on to attempt the PAT, brought to you by the Paramount Arts Center in Ashland. Find a full list of shows at ParamountArtsCenter.com. Snap comes back. Mullins places the ball on the tee, and Waginger's kick is up, and it is good. It is 27-0 Fighting Tigers. And we still have 5:52 to play in the first half. We'll be back after this timeout on News Talk 106.7 WIRO, The Eagle, and Kool TV.
Pick 6 for $19.99 is the perfect meal for 2.
I can't believe we're on a date.
Oh, I'm just here for pick 6.
Imagine what our kids would look like.
I don't want to have kids with you.
6 kids.
6!
Pick 6!
Wait, could we eat here every meal?
Yes.
All right, I'm down. Pick 6 meal for 2 for $19.99.
Your college experience should be built just for you, supporting everything you value most. That's why Ohio University delivers the high-quality education we're known for right here on our southern campus. Whether you're a full-time student or working full-time, Ohio's affordable, flexible degrees are always in demand in our community and can take you anywhere. Earn a degree in your own backyard on your own terms and move your career and your community forever forward. Learn more at ohio.edu/southern.
Wendy's has new chicken tenders. Crispy, juicy, tendery tendies. Ooh, that's fun to say. Tendies, tendies, tendies. And they're so good, maybe we should change our... For tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
WIRO.
David Fields ready for the Liberty Bank kickoff. 5:52 to play in the first half. It's 27-0. We'll get to Ironton's scoring drive momentarily. Fields with the kickoff. Again, a high short kick. It is going to be fielded by Williams at the 12. He runs to the left sideline and is knocked out of bounds at around the 25. 5:47 left in the first half. And Ironton is on the board again thanks to Ashton Lane's 8-yard pick 6. Extra point kick good. Scoring drive is a service of Patties and Pints.
They were looking for Poaches out of the backfield, and the ball took just a little too long to get to Poaches, and the entrepreneur himself, Ashton Lane, steps in and cashes in the touchdown for the Fighting Tigers, who lead 27-0, 5:47 to play, second quarter.
Trojans go with 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Poaches the lone setback. He is behind Marquez Locklear in the pistol set. Locklear will take, and he hands off to Poaches again. Hit by Braden Barber and Braden Lynn. Brought down at the 30-yard line, 2nd down and 4.
Yeah, and you can't, as they say, catch your breath when Poaches has the football. You got to watch him because he can break one and take it to the house in a second, and that time the Tigers let him get 6 before he was tackled.
Trips right, single wide out left. Locklear takes, and again, hands off to Poaches, who tries to run left, and he has stood up and thrown down at the 32-yard line. He was popped by Tyson Cox. And these guys are hitting tonight. Not like they haven't hit all year, but, I mean, they are hitting with a message. 3rd down and short, 3rd and 2 for the Trojans from the 32 at the left hash mark.
Short pickup that time by Poaches, and again, as you said, the Tigers, the linebackers, the cornerbacks, the guys up front are looking to hit. So obvious play to me, turn and give to Poaches, but again, you never know.
3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Poaches on the left side of Locklear, who takes and gives to Poaches, being pursued in the backfield, slips 1 tackle, hit by Maddox Markle, and he's going to be brought down all the way back at the 24-yard line. These people, I'm telling you, where's the flag? I mean, for what? A tackle?
-8 on the play. Obviously, they didn't turn and give the ball to Poaches.
Right.
They sort of nonchalantly pitched it out to the right side, which when you nonchalant, you allow that quick defense to get back there in a hurry, and that they did. And first one there, of course, Maddox Markle, and then help. Loss of 8, 4th down, punting unit on.
Markle is back at the Ironton 45. Jacob Roth is standing right on the 10-yard line of Portsmouth. Snap comes back to Roth. He'll boot it away. This is a good kick. Markle will field it at the 45 and runs to the right side. He'll cut up field, across midfield, and brought down at the 48. I thought there was a flag, but it was just that little beanbag to say where He caught the punt. The return into Portsmouth territory, and the Fighting Tigers set up their first down and 10.
Offensively, last possession for the Fighting Tigers ended up with an interception when they were in scoring range. And, of course, short memory, Caden Edwards comes back onto the football field, his team leading 27-0.
Last drive, Ironton set up at the Portsmouth 36, this time at the 47. 2 receivers left, one to the right, Edwards from the shotgun. Single set behind him, and Ironton is going to be flagged for a penalty. Weaver came out of his stance. 5-yard mark-off back into Ironton territory. It'll be first down and 15.
Both teams with 6 penalties today. And both, add 6 penalties totaling 70 yards against Portsmouth. 6 penalties totaling 65 yards against the Tigers.
.336 to go, first and 15. 2 receivers left, 1 right, and again Ironton jumps. This time on the other side. 3 flags on the play. It's going to be first down and 20. It's like Williams fired off too quick. Well, Portsmouth had 3rd and 45 earlier today. Ironton's looking at 1st and 20 now. Back-to-back pre-snap penalties. Zane Williams on the right side of Caden Edwards with 2 receivers left, 1 right. Edwards fires a pass out to Bryson Mullins. Mullins slips 1 tackle. Boy, they had a hold of his face mask. Yeah, that's going to be a 15-yard variety, and they bring down Mullins at the 42-yard line. So move that one forward. It is a personal foul face mask against Portsmouth, 15 yards on that mark-off. 3:28 to go in the first half, 27-0. Ironton on top. Ball spotted now at the Portsmouth 42. Receiver left, Maddox Markle. To the right, Braden Baker. In a slot to the right, Bryson Mullins. Edwards from the shotgun. Claps his hands, takes the snap, gives to Zane up the middle. Williams moves left across the 40, 35, first down, moving forward. Everybody, come on, ride the train. Down inside the 30 and marked down at the 28-yard line as Zane picks up an Ironton first down. Brought to you by Anderson & Anderson Attorneys at Law. Tigers right to the line of scrimmage in the hurry up. Same personnel and formation. Edwards will take and again gives to Zane up the middle. Zane fumbles the ball but then jumps back on it at the 26-yard line. He still gains a couple out of that. And it is going to be second down and 8 for the Fighting Tigers. Mason Wheeler out. And Tyson Cox in as the H-back. He'll line up on the right side. 2 receivers that way. That's the wide side of the field. Single wide out left. Edwards takes and rolls to the right side. Looks downfield. And here comes the pressure from the backside. He's going to be hit and brought down at the 33-yard line. Just the speed from the outside of Zyrell Stubbs. And Stubbs chases him down because Caden Edwards had to stop and set up in the pocket looking for a receiver. Third down and 8 yards to go now as Zane Williams heads to the sideline. Kylan Grace checks in for him.
Yeah, that time Stubbs got there in a hurry. So quick that Edwards couldn't feel him coming from the opposite side.
Here's Edwards giving to Kylan Grace up the middle. Grace is cut down just across the 25 and spotted forward to around the 21-yard line. 4th down for the Tigers. They'll keep the offense on the field here. Looking at about 3 yards to go, and the Tigers will signal for and get a timeout with 1:45. It's down to 1:39. I lost 6 seconds on that. But Tigers take their first timeout. They've got 2 left. And needing a first down, they need 3 yards here. Stick around at halftime. We have our BC Tool Rental halftime report where we'll recap the first half. We'll have stats, scores, and more. It's our BC Tool Rental halftime report coming up in 99 seconds. Game time, not actual time.
It's about 8:06, so I have to say good luck to the cross-country team tomorrow headed to the regional. Marlena McCown, the girls and the fellas, head coach Tim Thomas. Good luck to that cross-country team as we about ready to resume play here.
Ironton lines up in the T formation. Mason Wheeler at fullback, Tyson Harvey left halfback, and Zane Williams as the right halfback. First time we've seen the T tonight. We get a timeout taken by Ironton. Again, back-to-back timeouts here. So the clock was reset to 1:44. Well, is that right? Dave said 5 personal fouls called against Portsmouth tonight. Remember a few years ago, Ironton Portsmouth played, and it seemed like there was a personal foul on about every other play. There must have been 12 fouls on each team in that game. But it's a rivalry, right?
Rivalry week.
T formation again for the Fighting Tigers. Caden Edwards will line up under center. Portsmouth crowding the box. Edwards will take and fake the handoff, looking to throw. He'll launch down the middle, has a man wide open. It's Tyson Cox. He makes the catch for the Tiger touchdown. Receiving touchdown from Tyson Cox. It goes for 21 yards, and it's score, and the Tigers go up 33-0.
Got everybody with their eyes in the backfield, going for the fake. Looking for the running back coming out of the backfield. Zane, nope, not to him. And there's Tyson Cox saying, here I am, find me, and I will score. And that he did. Tyson Cox and the Fighting Tigers up 33-0 with the point after pending.
His 5th reception of the season, first touchdown for Tyson Cox. So happy for him as a senior, playing for the last time in his Ironton career, getting that touchdown reception. Battled injuries and playing hard his senior year. The extra point kick is up and good. The PAT. Extra point brought to you by the Paramount Arts Center in Ashland. Ironton is up 34-0 with 1:38 to play in the first half. That is a 6-play drive for the Fighting Tigers, covering 47 yards. And 1:58 taken off the clock. Ironton's scoring drive is a service of Patties and Pints.
Execution and patience. Execution by Tyson Cox as well as the quarterback. Nice fake carried out by Caden Edwards, and sneaking down the middle of the field, Tyson Cox with a catch and the touchdown.
I love they got the orange lights going again here at the tank. Can you set like as a home team? Is it automatic where you have the running clock? Because I'm sure Ironton say, nah, I think we're good. We'll keep playing.
We'll keep playing.
Regular rules. I think it's an OHSAA rule if it gets above 30
Whose
in the
rule?
second half.
Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah, I know. I got my Ironton versus OHSAA shirt today. David Fields ready to kick it away. Another kickoff brought to you by Liberty Bank. Skurlock and Williams deep to receive once again. Fields approaches. High short kick headed toward Williams. He'll field it at the 10-yard line, run straight ahead across the 20 and out of bounds. Man, that's such a weapon when you can have a you can have a kid, and that's way back. That's at the 8-yard line. When you can get a kicker who can pin him on the sidelines and pin him deep, and Tiger special teams have just been dominant this year in doing that. Still no indication of the infraction. Dead ball, personal foul against Ironton. So that one goes against the Fighting Tigers with 1:34 to play in the first half. And they mark it at the 32.
4 personal fouls against Portsmouth, and that is Ironton's third.
All right, 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Locklear takes the snap, and he will hand off, and wow, up the middle and gone. Across the 20, down to the 10. Was that Jamarcus Parker? Yep. Jamarcus Parker, the 5-foot, 135-pound sophomore with a big run all the way down to the Ironton 12, 13-yard line. Maddox Markle makes the touchdown-saving tackle. That's JoJo's kid, if I'm not mistaken.
A 55-yard run by Jamarcus, and again, he snuck right through the offensive line. And
fake handoff, Locklear running to the right side, and he is hit just inside the 10. We'll stop him at the 9, maybe the 8-yard line. Under a minute to go. Clock continues to roll. Portsmouth has 3 timeouts remaining. And they've got second down at the 7, 8-yard line. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, and now we get whistles and a timeout taken by Ironton. 42 seconds remaining in the first half, 34-0 Fighting Tigers. Portsmouth will have it 2nd and 5 from the 7.
again, Jamarcus, as I said, 5 feet, maybe 5'2", being generous.
Yeah.
About 100 and less than 135. He's about 120, but he's a track guy and he's a fast guy, and he saw that hole and he took off because they're not used to hit the hole hitting that quick by a running back, because Fernando Poches doesn't hit the hole that quick.
Yeah.
Jamarcus Parker does, and it was a foot race, and once I saw number 15, the track star himself, Maddox Markle, I knew he was caught. So nonetheless, 2nd and 5. Football is on the 7.
Parker, sorry, Kevin. Parker in the pistol set, he is a good 4 yards behind quarterback Marquez Locklear. Ball on the right hash mark, 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Locklear takes the snap. He'll hand off to Parker, running right side. He is hit by Ethan Sutton and dropped at the line of scrimmage. Sutton with another big tackle for the Fighting Tigers, and now the Trojans look at 3rd down and 5. 30 seconds to play. Clock continues to roll. Poches runs out onto the field, but Portsmouth takes a timeout with 26 seconds to play. They got 2 left. Obviously, they don't want Ironton to get the football once again before the first half comes to a close. As it stands right now, we'll have a running clock to start the second half. We want to congratulate the Ironton boys soccer team. Their season came to an end earlier this week on Wednesday night, losing to Unioto. But the Tigers posted 9 wins this year, which is the most in school history. 2nd year as a varsity sport. They got their first ever playoff game win here at Tanks Memorial Stadium 2 Thursdays ago. And nothing but bright future for the Ironton soccer program. All right, empty backfield now for Locklear. They've got 4 receivers left and 1 right. Locklear drops the snap, rolls to the right side. He's across the 10 and 5, dives ahead. He's down and out of bounds at the 2. That's going to give them a first down. But that was almost disaster again for Portsmouth. Locklear dropped the snap, but picked it up, and where Ironton was collapsing on the quarterback, that left the right side open, and they were able to, Portsmouth that is, able to get down inside the 5-yard line.
Ends up getting 6. Looked like Zane was going to get to the quarterback, but Locklear using his speed to get to the outside and create a different angle.
We had an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against Ironton as well, so that's going to be a half the distance to the goal penalty with 20 seconds to go. Right, they've marked it at the 1. They go with I formation. Brooks at fullback. Pocious at tailback. Locklear under center. Takes the snap, quarterback sneak around the left side, and no signal. Ball popped free, but the umpire says he's down. Meanwhile, the clock continues to roll. We're down to 11 seconds, and Locklear did not get in the end zone, so it's second down and goal with 11 seconds to play, and Portsmouth has 1 timeout remaining.
Yeah, took the ball and tried to go to his left side, and that's 75 and 77. That's 6'2", 304, and 6'3", 305 went to that side, but Tigers with a nice defensive penetration to stop that effort.
So the ball is inside the 1, just inches away from the goal line.
Again, you got the beef up front. Obviously, Jason, you want to pound it in and you want to run that football.
Yeah.
But you don't get it. The clock is running. What do you got? One more
They got
timeout
one timeout left.
You got a timeout left. So you're thinking, well, we're going to do a little trickeration. We're going to do a fake to the fullback, and then my athletic quarterback is going to roll to the outside. He's either going to have a receiver open or he's just going to run into the end zone untouched. So we'll see what it is. Give to Poaches.
Or he's going to be tackled by Ethan Sutton.
For a loss. So it's a Marcus Locklear keeper or a give to Poaches here.
I think it's got to be 10. Poaches getting the ball. Especially with Trevin Brooks, the big fullback, in front of him.
Yeah. Tigers got everybody tight. I'm coming outside.
They hand to Pocious. He dives up across. Did he get in? No, he didn't get in. He got stopped outside of the goal line. No, oh, now they signal touchdown. Initially they didn't, but they finally put the arms up as the clock hits 0. That didn't take 11 seconds. There's no way that took 11 seconds. 1-yard touchdown run from Fernando Pocious, and Portsmouth is on the board 34-6, so we won't have a running clock to start the second half.
Give credit to the sophomore, Jamarcus Parker, with that big 55-yard run, putting him in offensive scoring contention, and Jamarcus comes back onto the football field. Looks like they're going to go for 2.
Yep.
I'm trying to, was that 7, 8, 9?
Well, now they send the kicking team out. So you've got Jacob Roth, who will attempt the extra point. 10 seconds remaining. 9. Drop it down 1. 9 seconds. There we go. The problem with that little remote on the clock. Jacob Roth on to attempt the extra point. The hold coming from Cameron Williams. 34-6. And a flag. Offsides against Ironton. That is the 71st penalty of the night combined.
Wow.
Probably not too far off on that, right?
17. 10 penalties against Ironton. And
I was dyslexic.
Dyslexic, there you go.
All right, here's Roth with the PAT. The T will be spotted at the 8-yard line. Again, Cameron Williams is the holder. Snap is back, spot is down, the kick is up, the kick is good. Flag on the play. Roughing or running into the kicker, which one?
Oddly, you say that because on our last PAT, our holder and our kicker were both lying on the ground and no flag thrown. But I digress.
Officials discussing. Dead ball, personal foul against Ironton. Penalty assessed on the kickoff. 34-7, 9 seconds to play. That was a 7-play, 68-yard drive for the Trojans. .125 taken off the clock. So the Trojans will kick off from the Ironton 45. Yeah. It was, how much time was left on the clock when you said, well, it's 8:01? You remember saying that? And, man, we're sitting at 8:21 now. I don't think it was too long ago.
Yeah.
34-7. Ironton leading Portsmouth. And the kickoff will come from the Ironton 45. And again, why not onside kick if you're Portsmouth? You're down 27. Chance to recover, maybe have one play to the end zone, but I'm sure Ironton will guard against that. Tiger return team, hands team up front, setting up at the 35. Jacob Roth tees it up at the 45. All right, here's Roth. Approaching the football, and he's just going to boot this one down into the end zone. Okay, well, I thought maybe they'd try an onside kick, but they will not. Ironton will take over first down and 10 from the 20 with 9 seconds to play.
And again, Portsmouth, something positive to talk about at halftime, and they get the ball to start the second half. So, nonetheless, the big play, Jamarcus Parker, a 55-yard run, kind of helps set up that score for them. And
all right, time for maybe a play, maybe two. You still have. Are they out of timeouts? Are they out of timeouts? Edwards from the shotgun. Zane Williams behind him. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Edwards takes the snap, fires a pass. It's tipped and intercepted. It's picked off by Charles Fletcher. They tried a little flanker screen, and Fletcher makes the interception. He's going to be brought down at the 14-yard line with 2 seconds to go. Second interception of the night for Caden Edwards.
right place, right time for the big fella. The big Paul's up there, and he just smacks it up and catches it. An opportunity for the Trojans as they find themselves with the football just inside the Ironton 15.
All right, so they've got time for a play, barring a defensive penalty, which at this point in the game, nothing would surprise me. All right, the Trojans will have Locklear as the quarterback. Pochus off to his left. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Ironton was offsides, and there's a flag. Braden Lynn was coming in from the left side, and he's going to be flagged for the offsides. So now you're down to the 9-yard line. That's a 26-yard field goal attempt. 2 seconds on the clock.
Football's at the 9.
Yep. So they're not going for the field goal try. They'll go for the touchdown instead. Like Kevin said, Portsmouth gets the ball to start the second half. Empty backfield. 2 receivers each way. Locklear takes. He'll look left. Scrambles ahead. He's at the 10. Lobs one to the end zone. The pass is going to be... Did he catch it? He did. Caught for the touchdown. A diving reception in the end zone by Trevin Brooks as the first half comes to a close after the extra point attempt. That turned quickly.
Sorry, Jason. The first completed pass by Marcus Locklear to the fullback.
Goes for 9 yards, so that is, if Ross makes this extra point, that's 14 points in 6 seconds for the Trojans. And the extra point kick is up, and it is no good. He missed it to the left. So it's 34-13 at the half. Fighting Tigers with the lead. Again, 34-13 at the break. We'll be back after this timeout with our BC Tool Rental halftime reports on News Talk 106.7 WIRO, The Eagle, and Kool TV.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations, or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
When you smell that smoke rolling, you know it's Holy Smokes Barbecue in Ironton. Since 2013, Jay Zorns and Sean Jones have been serving up divine swine while giving back through the Shane Jones Memorial Scholarship, honoring Sean's son and supporting students at Ironton High and St. Joseph High School. From pulled pork, brisket, and chicken to killer sides like mac and cheese, baked beans, and slaw, Holy Smokes can feed 10 or 300. Call Jay at 740-533-7000 to book their food truck or catering. It's divine swine.
Your college experience should be built just for you, supporting everything you value most. That's why Ohio University delivers the high-quality education we're known for right here on our southern campus. Whether you're a full-time student or working full-time, Ohio's affordable, flexible degrees are always in demand in our community and can take you anywhere. Earn a degree in your own backyard on your own terms and move your career and your community forever forward. Learn more at ohio.edu/southern.
When a customer calls, emails, or messages, every second matters. If you're not first to respond, someone else will be. Action AI and Automation helps local businesses follow up faster, answer every call, and books more appointments automatically. We're a local business platform built for local businesses. Never miss an opportunity. Get your free Speed Delete playbook now at actionaisystems.com/football. That's actionaisystems.com/football.
Pick 6 for $19.99, a perfect meal for 2.
That's gotta rhyme.
Well, how about munching on Pick 6, my mouth going yap, yap. People always staring at my wings, they go flap, flap. Dave is so surprised because he didn't know I'd rap, rap. Pick 6 meal for 2 for $19.99.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pub and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
Wendy's has new chicken tenders. Crispy, juicy, tendery tendies. Ooh, that's fun to say. Tendies, tendies, tendies. And they're so good, maybe we should change our... For tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
Went 3 and out, and the punt team came on, but a low snap through the legs of punter David Fields. He picked it up and was brought down for a loss of 20 yards. And Portsmouth set up first down and 10 at the Ironton 28. Great starting field position for the Trojans, but 3 consecutive personal foul penalties, unsportsmanlike conduct, against the Trojans backed it all the way up to their own 35-yard line. Obviously couldn't pick up the first down there, so the punt team came on and kicked it away to Maddox Markle, who returned the punt from the 16 all the way to the end zone. 84-yard return for Maddox Markle, second straight week for a punt return touchdown for the Ironton senior. The extra point kick by Beckham Waggager made the score 7-0, 7:19 to play in the first quarter. Portsmouth punted on the ensuing possession, giving the ball to Ironton at the 36, and the Tigers would move down the field. 5 plays, 64 yards, 2:25 off the clock. Kylan Grace, 1-yard touchdown run. Tigers went for 2, but the pass failed, and it stood at 13-0 with 2:31 to play in the first. 3 and out for the Trojans. Ironton would score once again, this time a 51-yard touchdown pass from Caden Edwards to Bryson Mullins. 5 plays, 76 yards in the drive, 2:11 taken off the clock. Extra point kick was good. 20-0, 10:47 to go. Another 3-and-out by the Trojans. Ironton had the ball at the Portsmouth 36, but a pass toward the end zone from Caden Edwards was intercepted by Fernando Poches. He's brought down inside his own 10. A personal foul penalty called against the Trojans, backs it up half the distance to the goal. And nothing really going offensively for the Trojans there. On the third play from scrimmage, quarterback Marquez Locklear rolled to the right, threw his pass over the receiver and into the hands of Ashton Lane. He returns it 8 yards for the touchdown, his first touchdown of the season, his third interception of the year. Extra point by Beckham Waginger set the score at 27-0, 5:52 to play in the first half. Another 3-and-out by the Trojans meant Ironton had another scoring opportunity, and they would capitalize, setting up at the Portsmouth 47-yard line. 6 plays, 47 yards, 1:58 off the clock. Caden Edwards, a 21-yard touchdown pass on 4th down to Tyson Cox, his first touchdown of the season. Extra point kick by Waginger made it 34-0 with 1:38 to play in the first half. From that point, Portsmouth actually got something going offensively. First play from scrimmage at the 32-yard line, a handoff to Jamarcus Parker, and he races all the way down to the 10-yard line. The Trojans would score several plays later. 7 plays, 68 yards in the scoring drive, 1:25 off the clock. Fernando Poches, 1-yard touchdown run, an extra point kick by Jacob Roth made it 34-7. 9 seconds to play. Kickoff goes into the end zone after a personal foul penalty against the Tigers, enabling the Trojans to kick off from the Ironton 45-yard line. First play from scrimmage, Tigers set up a bubble screen. It was tipped and intercepted by Charles Fletcher. He returns it to the 14. Offside penalty against Ironton moves the ball down to the 9. And with 2 seconds remaining, Marquez Locklear passes to the left corner of the end zone where Trevin Brooks made a nice diving catch to get the second score of the night for the Trojans. The extra point kick was no good, so as the clock hit 0, the score hit 34-13. 2 touchdowns in a matter of 9 seconds, I guess, for the Trojans as they cut the lead to 34-13. Clock hit 0, and Portsmouth will get the ball to start the second half. That's our score at the break. The scoring recap in the first half is brought to you by Jim Howard & Son Body Shop and Towing. We've got more to come at halftime, the BC Tool Rental Halftime Report. We will have statistics. We'll take a look at scores from around the area as well, as Ironton trails 34-13 on the final football game of the season for the Ironton Fighting Tigers. Back after this timeout on News Talk 106.7 WIRO, The Eagle, and Kool TV.
At Members Choice Credit Union, we believe that strong communities begin with strong partnerships, and that starts with trust. Since 1932, we've proudly served the families and businesses of this region because your goals matter, your family matters, and your future should be built on a foundation you can count on and trust. Members Choice Credit Union, your money, your future, your choice.
Looking for the latest archery gear? Check out Border Sporting Goods for your best selection of Hoyt and Matthews bows, as well as 10-point crossbows with a full selection of accessories for all your hunting needs. Borders also offers a full selection of shotguns and rifles with plenty of ammunition and reload supplies, along with a full selection of benchmark and case knives. Borders is your headquarters for the largest selection of Liberty gun safes in the area, no matter how big or small you need to keep your firearms safe. Before your next hunting excursion, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
Trust is something earned, not given. For over 90 years, KFB has built trust in your community. We believe our neighborhood is our responsibility. Through our quality service, innovative products, and local decision-making, we are committed to your financial success. Better financials lead to a better life, all with the Better Bank headquartered in Boyd County and serving the tri-state. KFB, the bank you trust and the community you love.
Determination to create a successful business. It's never easy, but always worth it. It takes making a leap of faith. It takes patience and late nights to reinvest in a startup. But it also takes asking for guidance from dependable people. All to turn a dream into a reality. People's Bank. Working together, building success.
34-13, Ironton on top of Portsmouth here in Week 10 of the high school football season. Jason Filiot, Kevin Anthony on News Talk 106.7 WIRO, the Eagle, and Kool TV. Time now to take a look at the first half statistics powered by Buckeye Monument Company in Ironton.
Checking out the Portsmouth Trojans, the quarterback Marcus Locklear, not a very prolific first half throwing the football, but he threw one that was a touchdown at the toward the end of the second half. 1 of 3 with an interception, and that was a 9-yard touchdown pass. He's carried the ball 5 times. Adding in the sack totals, he's got a positive 11. Jamarcus Parker, 2 carries, totaling 55 yards, and one of those was a 55-yard run. Fernando Poches, 18 rushes, 21-yard totals, and a 1-yard touchdown run. Trevin Brooks, 1 rush for 3. Trevin Brooks also has the only catch, and it was a 9-yard touchdown reception for his quarterback, Marcus Locklear. 9 yards in the air, 90 on the ground, 99 total yards for the game for the first half for the Portsmouth Trojans. Ironton, let's just knock off the pick six, 8-yard pick six by Ashton Lane, and a punt return for a touchdown that went 84 yards for Maddox Markle. Ironton, Caden Edwards, 7 of 13 passing, 2 interceptions in that first half, and also threw 2 TDs of 59 and 21. Again, 7 of 13 passing, 144 yards, touchdown passes of 59 and 21. Edwards also rushed the ball 4 times for 33 yards. Zane Williams, 4 carries for 28. Kylan Grace had 3 rushes for 12, including a 1-yard touchdown run. And Easton Cottle had a rush for 12. The receiving core, Bryson Mullins, 4 catches for 73, including a 59-yard touchdown catch. Tyson Cox had 1 catch, and that was a 21-yard touchdown catch. Bubby Kidd had 1 catch for 11, and Bryson Kearns had 1 catch for 39. Ironton, 144 through the air, 85 on the ground, 229 total first half. The penalties, they were very much so. 12 penalties committed by the Tigers in that first half alone. And again, we'll get your totals on those. And in 7 penalties, totaling 70 yards, as they were quiet there in the fourth quarter for Portsmouth as far as defensive penalties. 7 penalties totaling for Portsmouth, and 12 penalties in that first half for the Fighting Tigers. Ironton on top at the half, 34-13. As what you looking for? What you got over there?
I'm just getting scores.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah,
I'm getting ready to partake in one of Linda's great treats over here.
Yeah, what are those called? Are they? What are they?
Now, Linda, what are these called? They're called. She calls them billionaire bars, but for us, they're trillionaire bars. So these are called trillionaire bars for me and you.
All right, fair enough. They're delicious, by the way, if you haven't had it. So 34-13, Ironton with the lead. Again, the first half statistics are brought to you by Buckeye Monument Company in Ironton. Back after this timeout, we'll take a look at scores from around the area. Here on News Talk 106.7 WIRO and Kool TV.
Wendy's has new chicken tenders. Crispy, juicy, tendery tendies. Ooh, that's fun to say. Tendies, tendies, tendies. And they're so good, maybe we should change our... For tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
When a customer calls, emails, or messages, every second matters. If you're not first to respond, someone else will be. Action AI and Automation helps local businesses follow up faster, answer every call, and books more appointments automatically. We're a local business platform built for local businesses. Never miss an opportunity. Get your free Speed to Lead playbook now at actionaisystems.com/football. That's actionaisystems.com/football.
Pick 6 for $19.99 is the perfect meal for two.
I can't believe we're on a date.
Oh, I'm just here for pick 6.
Imagine what our kids would look like.
I don't want to have kids with you.
6 kids.
6!
Pick 6!
Wait, could we eat here every meal?
Yes.
All right, I'm down. Pick 6 meal for 2 for $19.99.
Time at the Tank. Ironton up 34-13. Final game of the season for the Fighting Tigers. Of course, the announcement yesterday that there will be no playoffs for Ironton in 2025. But the Tigers playing one final game here at the Tank on senior night, Hall of Fame weekend, and against your rival, the Portsmouth Trojans. Let's take a look at some scores from around the area. Tonight's area scoreboard is brought to you by Patties and Pints. Wheelersburg with a lead over Portsmouth West at the half, 35-12. Columbus Academy ranked third in the region. They're up 13-0 on Whitehall Yearling. That game is at halftime. Nelsonville York leading Athens, a battle of undefeated teams. Nelsonville York up 20-6 in the third quarter. They got a ton of points for beating Athens. Barnesville and Union Local, a battle of two top 7 teams. Barnesville is 5 and Union Local number 7. Barnesville all over Union Local, 34-0 in the third quarter. Afrocentric and Eastmore Academy tied at 14. Valley has a 14-0 lead in the second quarter over Minford. Zane Trace and Adina, no score on that one. 18-7, rivalry week. Colgrove and Rock Hill. Colgrove leads Rock Hill 18-7 at the half. Morgan and Philo. Morgan 21, Philo 6 in the third. Amanda Clear Creek and Liberty Union. That is Amanda Clear Creek looking to go 500 on the season. They're up 33-20 at the half. Jackson leads Chillicothe 14-0, and Gallia Academy has a 21-7 lead over South Point. You know what I didn't see? I didn't see Chesapeake and Fairland. That is that's always a big rivalry game. Let's see if I can track that one down for you real quick here at halftime. By the way, again, we do want to wish the best of luck to the cross-country individuals who are going up in the regional meet at Pickerington North High School. That's at noon, right? I think that's at noon, the race.
Yeah, we'll get get Big City on the line here and make sure that noon o'clock. I would get Marlena McCown on the bat phone, but she should be asleep.
Yeah,
and getting plenty of rest for tomorrow's big race. So.
Absolutely. The Fairland-Chesapeake game. Whoa, hang on a second. Chesapeake leads Fairland 17-16 in the third.
Ooh.
How about that? Chesapeake knocks off Rock Hill last week, who had a chance to play for the OVC title if they got that win last week and then this week against Colgrove. But Chesapeake 17, Fairland 16 in the third quarter. Peak on a streak at the end of the year. 34-13 is our score at halftime. Ironton leading Portsmouth, and we'll get a little sound from the $1 Million Marching Band playing their final time here on the turf at Tanks Memorial Stadium. The $1 Million Marching Band. Give love a bad name, Bon Jovi. Playing the hits.
Playing the hits. So we dedicate that song to the Ohio High School Athletic Association. You give love a bad name.
Fair enough. 34-13, your score at the half. Ironton leading Portsmouth. Back after this timeout with more on the BC Tool Rental halftime reports on News Talk 106.7 WIRO, The Eagle, and Kool TV.
When you smell that smoke rolling, you know it's Holy Smokes Barbecue in Ironton. Since 2013, Jay Zorns and Sean Jones have been serving up divine swine while giving back through the Shane Jones Memorial Scholarship, honoring Sean's son and supporting students at Ironton High and St. Joseph High School. From pulled pork, brisket, and chicken to killer sides like mac and cheese, baked beans, and slaw, Holy Smokes can feed 10 or 300. Call Jay at 740-533-7000 to book their food truck or catering. It's divine swine.
Your college experience should be built just for you, supporting everything you value most. That's why Ohio University delivers the high-quality education we're known for right here on our southern campus. Whether you're a full-time student or working full-time, Ohio's affordable, flexible degrees are always in demand in our community and can take you anywhere. Earn a degree in your own backyard on your own terms and move your career and your community forever forward. Learn more at ohio.edu/southern.
When you smell that smoke rolling, you know it's Holy Smokes Barbecue in Ironton. Since 2013, Jay Zorns and Sean Jones have been serving up divine swine while giving back through the Shane Jones Memorial Scholarship, honoring Sean's son and supporting students at Ironton High and St. Joseph High School. From pulled pork, brisket, and chicken to killer sides like mac and cheese, baked beans, and slaw, Holy Smokes can feed 10 or 300. Call Jay at 740-533-7000 to book their food truck or catering. It's divine swine.
You are watching on Kool TV. We thank you for listening or watching wherever you may be, however you may be listening and or watching. Thank you very much. Just a reminder, again, this is our final game of the season because just last night, players were told there will be no postseason for the Fighting Tigers this year. Thanks to something handed down from the Ohio High School Athletic Association, which will be announced tomorrow, by the way. They kept saying it's going to be today. They're going to make an announcement. But it's not. It's pushed back to tomorrow morning. An announcement will be made about sanctions against Ironton and the football program. Very disappointing, obviously. Frustrating. Folks angry. Players angry. But we'll find out the full details tomorrow morning. And I absolutely hate it for this senior class. Senior class was 3 wins away from becoming the all-time winningest class in Ironton football history. But that was taken away from them. But they still wanted to play on senior night. Tigers and Trojans, 134th meeting. Ironton leads the overall series 67-57 and 9 ties. Rick Maney, we talked, the first game was played in 1899 in this series. And Rick Maney, former voice of the Tigers, who will be the MC tomorrow night at the Hall of Fame ceremonies. He said he wanted to point out that in 1899 Ironton-Portsmouth game, there was no internet, no streaming, most importantly, no WIRO. He said, we yelled ourselves hoarse from the press box. Oh, wait, no press box either.
No press box.
So Portsmouth's going to get the football to start the second half. And obviously they've got some momentum, Kevin. I mean, 2 touchdowns in 9 seconds, and they get the ball. They got to be feeling pretty good about coming out of the locker room to start the second half.
Yeah, and bright spots all around. The fullback coming up with a touchdown catch in the end zone, who's just been primarily used as a blocking back. And, of course, the young sophomore coming into the game, Jamarcus Parker, a big 55-yard run set up his team's first touchdown moments later. So, again, momentum. They know, respectfully, hey, we're playing next week. We got to act like it and play like it. As, you flip the other side, it's the focus. So where's the Ironton focus in the second half and on certain plays? And, albeit, you've got other things on your mind other than, playing football. What ifs and why nots floating through those minds of the Fighting Tigers. So, again, try to pull it together and play a second half of football.
All right, David Fields will kick it off. It's a kickoff powered by Liberty Bank. He'll be kicking off from right to left. All right, so you got Williams and Skurlock deep to receive for the Trojans. They're standing right now at about the 15. Temperatures dropped quite a bit. We got we still have a freeze watch in effect tonight.
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir.
I don't like it. Go back to August and September for those football games. It's my kind of weather. I've tried to turn the microphone down as much as I can, the crowd mic.
It's a 3-touchdown deficit for these Trojans, and they know with a good drive it can only be a 2-touchdown deficit. Tigers trying to get some defense going here in this second half.
Williams scoops up the kickoff at the 10 and runs to the left and out of bounds, just around the 20-yard line. And the Trojans will have it first down and 10, 11:56 to play in the third quarter. One completion in the first half for Marquez Locklear, and that was a touchdown. He's actually thrown 2 touchdowns today. One was to Ashton Lane, though.
Oh, yes. There you
with
go.
the pick
there you
six. Looking for the positives. 21-yard line is the line of scrimmage for the Trojans on this first drive of the second half. Fernando Pocius in the backfield behind Marquez Locklear. Locklear takes the snap. He'll hand off to Pocius, left side, slips a couple of tackles, and is going to be brought down by Jacob Hughes at the 24, just shy of the 25. 3-yard pickup for the Portsmouth junior running back. Boy, with him and Jamarcus Parker back there next year, that's a pretty good 1-2 punch for the Trojans. Second down and 6 yards to go. They called a 4-yard pickup. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Ball on the left hash mark. Receiver goes in motion. The handoff, though, goes to Pocius. He is hit pushing the pile forward, still moving the pile. Gets out to the 28-yard line, maybe the 29. Third down and short now for the Trojans.
Yeah, beginning this series, how they began the game, just pretty much relying on the big fellas up front to try to push the defense down the football field, and hopefully poaches find a crease. But third and short, third and about 2.5, maybe 3.
Single receiver to the left, 3 to the right. Pocius in the pistol set tailback formation, takes the handoff, tries a jump cut, hit by Mason Wheeler, and dropped for a loss on the play. It's going to be about a yard loss, maybe a 2-yard loss for Pocius. And the Trojans look at 4th down and 3, maybe 4. And they're going to send the punt team onto the field. Maddox Markle will drop back. He's around the 45 of Ironton right now. Jacob Roth in punt formation again. They're missing a player, I believe. Yep. Caleb Johnson sprints onto the field. Play clock down to 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. They just get the snap off. Here comes the rush. The kick is away. Wobbler. Maddox Markle will watch it hit at the 43 and take a huge Portsmouth roll. Inside the 30, inside the 25, and down at the 23. Roth did his job, kicking it away from Maddox Markle and getting the bounce and roll. But the Tiger defense did its job, holding Portsmouth to a 3-and-out, and the Fighting Tiger offense comes back out onto the field. 9:41 to play in the third quarter. Ironton 34, Portsmouth 13.
Yeah, a couple of touchdown passes for Caden Edwards in that first half of 59 and 21, but also 2 interceptions. One was just one that was poked at the line of scrimmage by one of the big offensive linemen and fell right into his arms. But again, you sit there and you say, we haven't played a good, solid offensive football game. Let's see if we can get one here in the second half.
All right, here's a run to the left side across the 25 to the 26. Goes Zane Williams. Tigers' last possession was an interception, which set up a Portsmouth score. Zane gets about 3 yards, 2nd down and 7. Bryson Mullins, receiver left. And he'll go in motion to the right side. Hand off to him. He wants to throw. Fires long down the far side, looking for Zane. The pass is going to be intercepted. It's picked off by Portsmouth. That is J.J. Henderson running to the right side across midfield, and he's cut down by Carter Bridges at the Ironton 46. Back-to-back possessions, and the first play results in an interception.
Yep. Sticking with the play defensively. The Portsmouth Trojans making the defensive stop and with an interception and all the way to the 46 of Ironton.
All right, so the Trojans, again, keeping that momentum. 2 plays, 2 interceptions for the Tigers at the end of the first half and start of the second half. Marquez Locklear in the shotgun with 3 receivers left and 1 right. Locklear takes the snap, and he busted play in the backfield, and Locklear has to run left, and he's going to be wrapped up and brought down by Tyson Cox. Manages to get about a half yard, so it's 2nd down and 9 for the Trojans. He turned left, and Jamarcus Parker went right.
Yeah, the play call for the interception, excellent play call, but the execution wasn't quite there, but it was because Zane Williams was open down the middle of the field, and the ball was just underthrown for the defense to come and make a great play. So 2nd and 9 here for Portsmouth.
2 receivers each way. Ball on the right hash mark. Parker stays in the backfield. Locklear takes the snap, drops back. He'll fire a pass out on the flat that is through the hands of Caleb Johnson and incomplete. He was open at the 38, but it went right through his hands. 3rd down and 9.
Yep, through his hands indeed, wide open. Nice, again, execution there. Just ball went straight between the hands. 3rd down and 9. Obviously 4-down territory for this Portsmouth Trojan team. 8:01 to play. Ironton still leads 34-13 third quarter.
Here comes Poshus back to the lineup, replacing Parker. Play clock down to 10 seconds as they send 4 receivers left, 1 to the right. Locklear takes the snap and rolls the pocket to the left side. Here comes the pressure again from Wheeler. Gets away from Wheeler and rolls now to the right side. Running, still looking downfield. Fires downfield. The pass is incomplete. Here comes a flag. Pass interference is going to be called against the Tigers, and that'll give the Trojans a 1st down.
Should move the ball down at least to the 30, inside the 30, if you will.
They get Lane on that pass interference, and the Trojans have 1st down via the penalty. Penalty number 13, is that right?
Yep, penalty number 13, you are correct.
That is the most Ironton has had in a game this year. Pochis, the single setback for the Trojans. 3 receivers left and 1 right. Locklear will give to Pochis. He runs right, cuts back left, and eludes 1 tackle, gets down to the 25. You get 5 yards on that carry, 2nd down and 5.
Again, little jump cut, if you will, and feet always moving for Fernando. 5 yards on the pickup.
Well, I tell you what, if Portsmouth moves down the field and scores here, we got a brand new ball game after Ironton had a 34-0 lead. Now you're down to a 2-score game if they're able to punch it in.
Again, focus and just playing loose and free. Tough for these Tigers tonight.
Locklear will take, and he'll give to Pochis again up the middle. He is hit, spins, and dives backward, taking the Nestea plunge as he dives down to the 22-yard line. That is close to, but not a 1st down. 3rd down and short now for the Trojans. Call it 3rd and 2, 6:38 to play, third quarter, 34-13. Fighting Tigers on top, posts the single setback. He'll take the handoff, hit in the backfield, breaks the tackle, moves right across the 20, knocked out of bounds. That's good for a Trojan first down. Ashton Lane on the tackle for the Tigers, but the Trojans move the sticks again.
Again, Tigers with opportunities to tackle this young man, but again, he shows his elusiveness, his quickness, his speed, his strength, all right there as he scampers for a first down, getting out of bounds at the 19, 3-yard pickup, but that's enough for a first down.
All right, now they've got Jamarcus Parker back in. He's on the right side of Locklear with 3 receivers left and 1 right. Locklear takes, and he'll hand off to Parker. Parker breaks 1 tackle, then is hit by Kylan Grace. And Tyson Harvey brought down at the 15, maybe the 16-yard line.
3-yard pickup. Football was on the right hash mark, so you kind of knew he was going to get it going right to left to try to use his speed to either stretch or cut up field. And 3-yard pickup, 2nd and 7.
3 receivers right, 1 left. Wide side of the field is the right. Parker stays in the game. He'll be the tailback. And fake handoff. Locklear passes out in the flat, but it's incomplete. It goes through the hands of Cameron Williams. Maybe heard a little footsteps there with Ashton Lane closing in on him quickly. 3rd down and long for the Trojans with 5:49 to play in the 3rd.
Yeah, those two non-catched balls all through the hands of his receivers with quarterback Marquez Locklear. So his credit, he's putting the ball where it needs to go. His receivers just aren't helping him. Football this time on the left hash mark.
4-down territory here for the Trojans. We've got it at the 17-yard line. 4 receivers to the right, 1 to the left with an empty backfield. Locklear claps his hands twice, takes the snap, and rolls to the right side. He breaks 1 tackle from Ethan Sutton. Now the pressure. Hit as he throws. Fires across the middle. It's tipped and intercepted. Braden Baker diving down, makes the interception. Oh, no, they say incomplete. 1 official threw the beanbag down as an interception. Another official came back in and said it was incomplete.
Yes.
See if we can get a look at that on replay.
Well, you can plead your case all you want, but the official is not.
Hard to tell.
Change his mind.
Hard to tell on the replay. 4th down, and the Trojans will send the field goal team out. Jacob Roth will try a 33-yard field goal. Williams is the holder from the left hash. The kick is up on the way, and he missed it to the left. Field goal is no good. So the Fighting Tigers will take over on offense with 5:40 to play. 3rd quarter. Looking to avoid the turnover on the first play. The last 2 drives, they've had a turnover on the first play from scrimmage. Ball will be spotted at the 20-yard line. Should be. Not sure what the officials are doing here. Still a delay here. All right, put the ball down. Let's go. 1st and 10. Zane Williams in the backfield behind Caden Edwards. Mullins in motion. The handoff goes to Zane up the middle. Zane bounces off a couple of defenders, takes it out to the 25-yard line. He brought down by Leland Skurlock. Zane picks up 5. It's 2nd down and 5 yards to go for the Tigers. 2nd possession of the 2nd half for Ironton. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Edwards again from the shotgun. Claps his hands, takes the snap, pop pass to Bryson Mullins. Mullins cuts upfield. He's across the 30, still on his feet, out to the 35-yard line, and brought down after a first down at the 36. A first down brought to you by Anderson & Anderson, attorneys at law.
11 yards pickup on that pop pass. Edwards to Bryson Mullins. First down.
We've hit the 5-minute mark. Mullins and Markle to the left. Baker to the right. Edwards from the shotgun. Zane Williams on his right hip. Caden wants to throw again. Has time, steps up in the pocket. Now he's going to tuck it and run across the 40. Dashes right to the 45-50, 45-40. Down the sidelines, 35-30, 25-20, and pushed out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. Big run for Caden Edwards. Another first down brought to you by Anderson and Anderson Attorneys at Law.
Yes, you said pushed out of bounds. I was like, I think he delivered a little,
forearm shiver.
Forearm something, and aided him to get out of bounds. So the 36 all the way to the 17.
17. Hurry-up mode for the Tigers right to the line of scrimmage. Pop pass again to Mullins. Bryson looking for the edge. Cuts upfield at the 15, down to the 10. Gets a good block from Kylan Grace. Dives to the pylon, and did it get in? He did. I didn't see a signal, but apparently he's in for the score. 17-yard touchdown on the pop pass from Caden Edwards to Bryson Mullins. It's 40-13.
His second pop pass. Well, the other one wasn't a pop pass, but his second touchdown of the game. 17 yards. A little electric offense on this series for the Fighting Tigers. Again, admittingly so. It's, playing kind of stale, but again, it's, you know why. It's just, going through the motions and point after for the Fighting Tigers.
Brought to you by the Paramount Arts Center in Ashland. The PAT by Beckham Waginger is up and good. 41-13 Fighting Tigers with the lead over Portsmouth. Back after this timeout on News Talk 106.7 WIRO, The Eagle, and Kool TV.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations, or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
It's not just about saving up. It's learning what it means to earn something for yourself, a few dollars at a time. It's about earning your independence. Every deposit, every goal, every step closer. It's more than just opening an account. It's opening the door to what's next. People's Bank, working together, building success.
WIRO.
4:27 to play in the third quarter. 41-13 Ironton. David Fields ready for another Liberty Bank kickoff. He'll approach the football, and it's an onside kick. It's rolling around, loose, knocked around, and the Tigers have jumped on it. Ironton comes out with a football. It is... Was that Maddox Markle on the recovery? It was. Onside kick, and the Tigers will have it first down and 10 in Portsmouth territory at the 46. Now the officials are going to huddle up. They're going to talk about things, and I think Bruce Kalb said Ironton may have touched it before 10 yards. There's a flag on the play, so that's going to be illegal touching, I guess. If you're going to call it when it happens. Right? Illegal touching called against Portsmouth. You can't wait until the team recovers and then you go through, the excitement, all that. If you see it happen, throw the flag.
Yes, the official in charge, obviously, during the onside kick. Did not do his job, so to speak. But anyway, the spot of the football coming for the Trojans will give them good field position.
Right at midfield, I believe.
On the left hash mark.
First and 10 for the Trojans. at the 50. And we get whistles, and what do we get now? Somebody being sent off the field.
Goodness.
Guys, come on, man. This is ridiculous. They're still talking about something at midfield. They had the ball set for play, and now they're huddling up again at midfield, clueless. Come on, fellas. Say something, make a call, get off the field. I don't care. Now they're moving the football. They're moving it to the 45 of Ironton. Why are they moving it to the 45 of Ironton? Goodness gracious. And now they're calling timeout, an official timeout. I guess they're going to go explain it to Coach Trevin Pendleton.
Okay.
Nobody's happy about this on either side, and quite frankly, I don't blame them. This is, Kevin, this is week 10. You should not have this as an official in week 10.
Yeah, that is correct. And again, I thought on the kickoff that the first player to touch the ball was a player in white who kind of attacked the kickoff, went forward to make contact with the football, and then the Fighting Tigers touched the second. But I could be wrong. But nonetheless, that will explain why they're spotting the ball at the 45 instead of midfield. Where is Craig Harvey when you need him?
He just chimed in.
It's about time, Craig. Come on, man.
Spot couldn't be the 50 or it isn't illegal touching. Here's Locklear with a fake handoff. He'll run up the middle, and he is met by Mason Wheeler and Kylan Grace and brought down at the 41-yard line. I know officials take a lot of heat from fans, from coaches. It's a thankless job, I'll say that. But make a call, make a decision now.
Evidently just didn't spot the ball at the right spot, but again, it took them a while to realize that.
Exactly.
4-yard pickup.
Second down and 6, clock running in 3:47 and 46, 41-13 Ironton. Parker, the lone setback in the backfield. He'll take the handoff, and he's drilled by Jacob Hughes. Oh, my goodness, he got popped. Whoa.
Hello.
Yeah, that may be the defensive play. Wow. You get a chance to watch that one again on the replay and stream on Kool TV. What a shot.
Again, the hesitation from the quarterback waiting to give the delayed handoff to Jamarcus Parker. Jacob Hughes was there.
Say, Coach, let's not run that again. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Empty backfield. Locklear claps his hands twice, takes the snap and rolls. Nope, now he's quarterback draw up the middle, and he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line by Mason Wheeler. And the senior's having an outstanding game tonight defensively for the Fighting Tigers.
Yes, he is. He said, how dare you, Jason Filia, take that hit by Jacob Hughes. I'm still here making plays.
Well, it's 4th down. And the Trojans will go for it on 4th down and 8. Parker comes off the field. 2:25 and counting. Play clock at 15. Empty backfield again with 4 receivers right, 1 left. Locklear claps his hands twice, claps them 2 more times, takes the snap and rolls to the near side. Here comes the pressure again, throws across the middle. The pass is picked off. It's Jacob Hughes. No, Tyson Harvey. Tyson Harvey with the interception across the 40, 45, and brought down. It was Hughes. I thought it was 20. 28. I can't see. I'm old. Leave me alone. It's Jacob Hughes with his 2nd interception of the season. And the Tigers have the football, 1st down and 10.
Got tipped. The pass was overthrown to the intended receiver who tipped it. And Jacob Hughes, a little double clutch there, comes up with the INT. And that spot is going to be at the 48 of Portsmouth. Ironton football.
1st down and 10 for the Fighting Tigers. Ball on the left hash mark. Single receiver right, 2 to the left. Edwards from the shotgun takes the snap, fakes the handoff, wants to throw, sets up in the pocket, fires across the middle. The pass is tipped and incomplete, intended for Maddox Markle. Defensively, Caleb Johnson on the coverage for the Trojans.
It was actually a nice defensive coverage by the Trojans. A little post pattern that time by Maddox Markle between 2 defenders of Portsmouth, and nice defensive play by Caleb Johnson.
Single receiver left, 2 to the right. Edwards from the shotgun takes the snap, hands off to Zane up the middle. Zane across midfield, fighting forward, gets down to the 46 of Portsmouth, where the Tigers will look at 3rd down and about 4 yards to go. Zane, with 665 yards entering the game, averaged just under 10 yards per carry. Of course, he had the 80-yard touchdown run on the first play from scrimmage last week in the win over Gallia Academy. 9 touchdowns this season for the senior, playing his final game. 3rd down and 4 for the Tigers, under 90 seconds to play in the 3rd. Kylan Grace is in for Zane Williams. Edwards takes the snap, fakes the handoff, runs it right up the middle. He is spun down right near the stick at the 42, and they will, in fact, signal 1st down. Another 1st down brought to you by Anderson and Anderson Attorneys at Law.
Keeping the football on the ground, moving the chains, and that might take us to the 4th quarter. Oh, nope, I'm looking at the wrong clock. 1:10 to play here in the 3rd quarter.
2 receivers right, 1 left. Edwards from the shotgun again. Tosses right side. Kylan Grace cuts upfield across the 40, diving ahead to the 36-yard line. He'll get 5. 2nd down and 5. Kylan, the senior, transferred from Cabell Midland, or from Hurricane, I'm sorry. Son of John Grace, an outstanding linebacker for Marshall University and played in the Canadian Football League. 2nd down and 5, 33 seconds to play in the quarter. Tigers will send 2 receivers right, 1 left. Maddox Markle, lone receiver to the left side. Here comes Mullins in motion. Fake the handoff to him and gives to Kylan Grace, I'm sorry. He's popped by Trevin Brooks and brought down at the 35-yard line. Short of the 1st down, 12 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter, and that may do it for quarter number 3. Tigers heading to the sidelines right now, leading 41-13. We will be back after this timeout with the start of the 4th on News Talk 106.7 WIRO, The Eagle, and Kool TV.
Wendy's has new chicken tenders. Crispy, juicy, tendery tendies. Ooh, that's fun to say. Tendies, tendies, tendies. And they're so good, maybe we should change our... For tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
When a customer calls, emails, or messages, every second matters. If you're not first to respond, someone else will be. Action AI and Automation helps local businesses follow up faster, answer every call, and books more appointments automatically. We're a local business platform built for local businesses. Never miss an opportunity. Get your free Speed to Lead playbook now at actionaisystems.com/football. That's actionaisystems.com/football.
Pick 6 for $19.99, a perfect meal for 2.
That's gotta rhyme.
Well, how about munching on Pick 6, my mouth going yap yap. People always staring at my wings, they go flap flap. Dave is so surprised because he didn't know I'd rap. Pick 6 meal for 2 for $19.99.
WIRO.
12 minutes remain in the season for the Ironton Fighting Tigers. Senior night here at Tanks Memorial Stadium, 41-13. Ironton with the lead over the Portsmouth Trojans. They've got the ball 3rd down and 4 from the Portsmouth 35.
And the freshman checking into the game. Easton Cottle for the Fighting Tigers will line up behind Caden Edwards.
2 receivers each way. The wide side is the right. Bryson Mullins in motion to the right side. Edwards will take. He wants to throw. Steps up, fires across the middle. The pass is going to be caught by Braden Baker at the 10, inside the 5, and brought down maybe right at the 5-yard line. Brought down by, looked like Case Clark was in there for the Trojans. 1st down and goal to go. Spotted at the 6.
29 on the little skinny post right there. Braden Baker. That's his first catch of the game I have down here, 19 yards.
Zane Williams back in at halfback for Ironton behind Caden Edwards in the pistol set. They overload the right side of the line, and that's the way they run. Zane Williams bounces off a tackler and takes it into the end zone. The train has arrived at the station. Tickets, please. I'll give that one a see you later. 6-yard run for Zane Williams, 47-13 Ironton.
Nice blocking up front by the offensive line as he was met with contact about 3 yards past the line of scrimmage and took that all himself. Zane Williams with the score. The Tigers 47-13.
11:30 left. And of course, with the 34-point lead, that will start us with the running clock. Extra Point brought to you by the Paramount Arts Center in Ashland. Find out all the great shows at ParamountArtsCenter.com. The Extra Point by Waginger is good. 47-13, Fighting Tigers with the lead, and we're back after this timeout on News Talk 106.7 WIRO and the Eagle.
Pick 6 for $19.99, a perfect meal for two.
That's gotta rhyme.
Well, how about munching on Pick 6, my mouth going yap, yap. People always staring at my wings, they go flap, flap. Dave is so surprised because he didn't know I'd rap, rap. Pick 6 meal for two for $19.99.
When you smell that smoke rolling, you know it's Holy Smokes Barbecue in Ironton. Since 2013, Jay Zorns and Sean Jones have been serving up divine swine while giving back through the Shane Jones Memorial Scholarship, honoring Sean's son and supporting students at Ironton High and St. Joseph High School. From pulled pork, brisket, and chicken to killer sides like mac and cheese, baked beans, and slaw, Holy Smokes can feed 10 or 300. Call Jay at 740-533-7000 to book their food truck or catering. It's divine swine.
Wendy's has new chicken tenders. Crispy, juicy, tendery tendies. Ooh, that's fun to say. Tendies, tendies, tendies. And they're so good, maybe we should change our... For tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
Talk 106.7 WIRO.
48-13 running clock rule in effect once again. We've had that the last 3 weeks. We've had that most of the season. David Fields with the Liberty Bank kickoff. Referee says wind the clock. Here's the kick that is going to be fielded by Williams at the 15-yard line. He tries to run to the left, splits a couple of defenders, and is hit by Jacob Hughes. Initially popped by Ashton Lane. Hughes finishes him off right around the 30-yard line. 11:15 to play. Ironton on the board again thanks to a 7-play, 48-yard drive. 2:33 is all it took. Zane Williams, 6-yard touchdown run. That's Zane's 10th rushing touchdown of the season. Extra point kick by Beckham Waginger makes the score 47-13. Ironton scoring drive, a service of the Armory Smokehouse. Ball spotted at the 29-yard line. Shotgun formation for Locklear. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Here's the handoff to Poches. Hole up the middle. He'll take it across the 35 and gets out near the 40. Close to a 10-yard gain. But Kylan Grace will bring him down. Second and 1. Portsmouth taking a long time to get the play in. Play clock at 22. So they had some time. 3 receivers right, 2 to the left. Locklear from the shotgun. Claps his hands twice. We'll send Poches in motion. Hand off to him on the jet sweep. Poches looking for the edge. And he's going to be hit by Mullins and tripped up. He'll fall forward to the 40-yard line. I don't know that he got the first down. Line of scrimmage was the 29 to start the drive, right?
Yeah, that's just Poach's 24th carry. And I'll spot him at the 40. So he gets 1 yard out of that. So 24 carries, 48 yards for Fernando Poches.
9:05 to play. Clock rolls. Running clock. Trips left. Single wide out right. There's a handoff again to Poches, who is brought down by Mason Wheeler, who wraps him up at the ankles, spins him down at the 40-yard line. Second down. It's the third straight running clock game against the Portsmouth Trojans. 44-0 last year, 50-0 last year as well. 44-0 was a playoff game. It's a running clock in 2022 twice as well, 48-7, 42-7. Here's Locklear looking to throw pressure up the middle. He is tripped up and brought down again by Mason Wheeler. Brought down back at the 36. Wheeler is having an outstanding game defensively.
Yes, he is, and that's an understatement. He's making things happen. If he's not making the tackle, he's forcing the play the opposite way into other tacklers for the Fighting Tigers. But right now, he's playing unreal.
Empty backfield, 4 receivers left and 1 to the right. Locklear from the shotgun claps his hands twice and 2 more times, takes the snap, whistle, flag. Procedure called against Portsmouth. Dave, it's running. Chill. Hey, calm down, Dave. The clock's running. It's running, man. Chill. Here's Locklear rolling to the left, now reverses the field, goes to the right side, being chased by Hughes, who dives and can't catch him, lobs it downfield. The pass is caught at the 45-yard line. That is Tyshone Henderson. Henderson is going to be brought down shy of the first down at the 47, 48. Close to the first down, but still a couple of yards shy, 4th down. Trevin Brooks onto the field. .638, 37, 36 to play. 48-13, Ironton on top of Portsmouth. Tigers will win another one against the Trojans. That'll be 18 of the last 21. Quarterback sneak, and he didn't get it.
Nope.
Oh, he was brought down for a loss back to the 46-yard line. Marquez Locklear ran right. And he ran into Jacob Hughes, who also is having a great defensive game for Ironton.
Yeah, he ran right to get behind his right tackle, right guard, and they were in the backfield, so he went backwards, to the right and backwards. Thank you, Jacob Hughes. And that Fighting Tiger defensive front.
1st and 10 Tigers from the Trojan 47-yard line. Tigers right to the line of scrimmage from the sideline. Easton Cottle is the tailback. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left.
Oh, take a knee.
No. Why would you take a knee? Here's a fake handoff. Edwards running right. Nice move to juke outside. He's across the 40, 35, gets to the 30, 25-20, still fighting forward, knocked out of bounds inside the 20-yard line at the 17. That is another first down, brought to you by Anderson and Anderson Attorneys at Law.
36-yard run.
Tigers will get to the line of scrimmage. They mark it back now to the 19-yard line. Under 5 minutes to play. 2 receivers left. 1 to the right. Easton Cottle behind Caden Edwards. Edwards takes the snap, looks to throw, fires a pass out in the flat. Mullins makes the catch, turns upfield to the 10, down to the 5, breaks a tackle, takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Tigers. Goes for 19 yards, a flag in the end zone. It's got to be a dead ball foul. See the indication. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Ironton. We'll take it on the kickoff. 19-yard touchdown pass from Edwards to Mullins. Second time those two have hooked up tonight. Two plays, 47 yards. I'm going to put that at about 4:15 on the clock. Beckham Wagons are on to attempt the PAT. Extra point brought to you by the Paramount Arts Center in Ashland. Tim Hawkins tomorrow night at the Paramount. Snap and spot. The kick is up and through. 54-13 Ironton. We'll be back after this timeout. News Talk 106.7 WIRO, The Eagle, and Kool TV.
When a customer calls, emails, or messages, every second matters. If you're not first to respond, someone else will be. Action AI and Automation helps local businesses follow up faster, answer every call, and books more appointments automatically. We're a local business platform built for local businesses. Never miss an opportunity. Get your free Speed Delete playbook now at actionaisystems.com/football. That's actionaisystems.com/football.
Good morning, Isabella.
Hi, David.
Back for your morning routine?
Clark's Refresh Rewards program is something you'll flip for.
Hey, Isabella.
Hi, Annabelle.
Donut?
Don't forget the sprinkles. Cream and sugar.
Download our app today and enjoy all of the rewards. No flipping required.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Talk 106.7 WIRO.
Well, the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty will back it up to the 25-yard line where David Fields will kick it away. Another Liberty Bank kickoff. 3:40 to play in the ball game. 55-13 Fighting Tigers. This is the most Ironton has scored against Portsmouth since 2012 when the Tigers put 61 on the board in a 61-14 win. Williams deep to receive, and Skurlock back there as well. A high kick that Williams will run up and field at the 25-yard line. He'll run to the left side, breaks one tackle, hits the sideline, 40, 45, and out of bounds. He's brought down by Bryson Kearns. And they'll spot him at the 48 of Portsmouth.
.310 to play, so we'll see if Portsmouth wants to continue to play or just kind of chew this and get out of here.
Was there a penalty? I mean, why were they putting the ball at the 45 when he was clearly out of bounds back here?
There you go.
Dear goodness. .304. It's running. Shotgun formation. Locklear will take. He'll hand off to Pocius. Pocius up the middle. Slips a tackle. He'll bounce left. Takes it across midfield and brought down at the Ironton 49-yard line by Bubby Kidd. Second down and 5 after the 5-yard pickup from the junior running back.
26 carries, 52 yards.
Ironton on the board again after a two-play 47-yard drive that took a minute 43. 19-yard pass from Caden Edwards to Bryson Mullins. An extra point kick sets the score 54-13. Scoring drive, a service of the Armory Smokehouse. Here's another handoff. This one goes to Jamarcus Parker, who runs outside and behind the line, tries to fight forward, gets across midfield. He'll be thrown down to the turf at the 45-yard line of Ironton, but he ran a long way. He ran all the way to the right and ran backwards about 6 yards.
She spots him, the official does, at the 44.
Oh, backed it up, 46.
Oh, sorry, 46.
Single wide receiver to the right, one to the left. Now they put two that way. to the right. Locklear takes the snap. He'll toss it to Parker, running left side. Parker cuts up field, hit by Ashton Lane, and he's drilled right at the 40-yard line. Boy, he got popped by Ashton. Parker helped up, and he says, I need a break. Clock down to 1:25 left. Single receiver right, one to the left. Shotgun formation again for Locklear. Pocius, single setback. Pocius takes the handoff, hit by Aiden Hensley, right down at the 37-yard line. Now 60 seconds to go. And we get a timeout taken by Ironton. They get a timeout. I guess. Yep, timeout Ironton. Let's step aside real quick on News Talk 106.7 WIRO and Kool TV.
At Members Choice Credit Union, we believe that strong communities begin with strong partnerships, and that starts with trust. Since 1932, we've proudly served the families and businesses of this region because your goals matter, your family matters, and your future should be built on a foundation you can count on and trust. Members Choice Credit Union, your money, your future, your choice.
Looking for the latest archery gear? Check out Border Sporting Goods for your best selection of Hoyt and Matthews bows, as well as 10-point crossbows with a full selection of accessories for all your hunting needs. Borders also offers a full selection of shotguns and rifles with plenty of ammunition and reload supplies, along with a full selection of benchmark and case knives. Borders is your headquarters for the largest selection of Liberty gun safes in the area, no matter how big or small you need to keep your firearms safe. Before your next hunting excursion, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
Tiger football on News Talk 106.7 WIRO.
58 seconds to play, 55-13. That's 54, right? 54, 50, is it 55?
55, yeah.
Okay, I wrote it down wrong. My bad. I wrote it before the PAT, 55-13. All right, 58 seconds to go. Portsmouth looking at 2nd down and 8, and now they wind the clock once again. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Locklear shifts Brooks to the left side. Toss comes to the left to Pocius. Pocius cuts upfield, hit by Mason Wheeler and dropped again. That's Mason's 71st tackle tonight. He's made about every tackle. Seemingly this evening. He's had an outstanding game. 3rd down, 30 seconds left. And that may do. I don't know if Portsmouth will run another play. Umpire standing over the ball. Portsmouth, they will not run another play. They'll just walk to midfield and shake hands as the play clock winds its way down to 13 seconds. And Bruce Kolb is talking to his team right now. I think just saying, look, don't do anything stupid. Just go shake hands and let's go home. Ironton wins it. 55-13. The Tigers finish the season at 9-1, and that's the way their record will end. 9-1. Portsmouth, with the loss, falls to 6-4, and they wait for their playoff appearance if they make it. 55-13 Ironton. Back after this timeout on News Talk 106.7 WIRO, The Eagle, and Kool TV.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pub and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
At Members Choice Credit Union, we believe that strong communities begin with strong partnerships, and that starts with trust. Since 1932, we've proudly served the families and businesses of this region because your goals matter, your family matters, and your future should be built on a foundation you can count on and trust. Members Choice Credit Union, your money, your future, your choice.
Fall fishing season is just around the corner, and Borders Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Luce, Shimano, Daiwa, and Abu Garcia. No matter the species of fish you are targeting, Borders has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders has baits in every size and style, with a wide selection of tackle from Berkeley, Strike King, Soon, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Borders Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
Trust is something earned, not given. For over 90 years, KFB has built trust in your community. We believe our neighborhood is our responsibility. Through our quality service, innovative products, and local decision making, we are committed to your financial success. Better financials lead to a better life. All with the Better Bank headquartered in Boyd County and serving the tri-state. KFB, the bank you trust and the community you love.
It takes determination to create a successful business. It's never easy, but always worth it. It takes making a leap of faith. It takes patience and late nights to reinvest in a startup. But it also takes asking for guidance from dependable people. All to turn a dream into a reality. People's Bank, working together, building success.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
The seniors could. If you speak about this class and they've done for you basically these last 48 hours.
They're supposed to look up to me and stuff, but I look up to them, the way that they handle themselves and the way that they conduct business. It's impressive. It's impressive. They're a great group of kids, man.
Not only did they have to go through that, but they had to come out here and play football. They had to focus, had to do things. At times, you don't know where their minds went, but when they had to, they put it together. But again, this senior class, both sides of the football, just rallying the other kids around them to at times you didn't even know anything was going on out there except for playing football. Again, what do you tell this group when you go in the locker room?
It ain't over. It's only the beginning, man. We're family for life, and we're all connected by a common bond and forging the same fire. Tough times don't last. Tough people do. I love them guys. We'll do anything in the world for them.
Coach, thank you for your patience. Thank you for your time this season. God bless you. God bless Fighting Tigers, and it ain't over.
That's right. Thank you. Go Tigers.
Jason, back to you.
All right, thanks, Kevin. Obviously an emotional moment for Coach Trevin Pendleton. Final game for this team in 2025. No playoffs. The defending state champs. Season comes to an end tonight. They don't get to defend their title on the field thanks to the Ohio High School Athletic Association ruling, which will come out tomorrow morning at some point. Tigers and Trojans huddling up at midfield for a post-game prayer. I'd love to see that. One of the longest rivalries and oldest rivalries in the Buckeye State, and fierce competitors on the field between two schools. But to see teams getting together like this for a moment of prayer is something that I'll remember about this 2025 season. Ironton wins it over Portsmouth 55-13. We'll be back after this timeout, begin our locker room wrap-up, our Iron City Hardware locker room wrap-up on News Talk 106.7 WIRO, The Eagle, and Kool TV.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations, or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
When you smell that smoke rolling, you know it's Holy Smokes Barbecue in Ironton. Since 2013, Jay Zorns and Sean Jones have been serving up divine swine while giving back through the Shane Jones Memorial Scholarship, honoring Sean's son and supporting students at Ironton High and St. Joseph High School. From pulled pork, brisket, and chicken to killer sides like mac and cheese, baked beans, and slaw, Holy Smokes can feed 10 or 300. Call Jay at 740-533-7000 to book their food truck or catering. It's divine swine.
Your college experience should be built just for you, supporting everything you value most. That's why Ohio University delivers the high-quality education we're known for right here on our southern campus. Whether you're a full-time student or working full-time, Ohio's affordable, flexible degrees are always in demand in our community and can take you anywhere. Earn a degree in your own backyard on your own terms and move your career and your community forever forward. Learn more at ohio.edu/southern.
When a customer calls, emails, or messages, every second matters. If you're not first to respond, someone else will be. Action AI and Automation helps local businesses follow up faster, answer every call, and books more appointments automatically. We're a local business platform built for local businesses. Never miss an opportunity. Get your free Speed to Lead playbook now at actionaisystems.com/football. That's actionaisystems.com/football.
Did you miss anything? Then keep it right here. It's time for the Iron City Hardware Locker Room Wrap-Up with comments from head coach Trevin Pendleton, a game recap, stats and scores, brought to you by Iron City Hardware. Now, back to the Ram Pharmacy broadcast booth with Jason Filial and Kevin Anthony.
55-13, your final score. Ironton wins it over the Portsmouth Trojans. We had our post-game conversation with head coach Trevin Pendleton a moment ago. That's brought to you, as always, by Callahan's at the Oasis on South 3rd Street. We appreciate their sponsorship all season long with the post-game conversation. Jason Filial, Kevin Anthony, along with you here on Kool TV and on WIRO 106.7. We'll recap the second half, and the second half scoring recap is brought to you by George McAlvin for City Council. Ironton had a 34-13 lead at the break. Portsmouth got the ball to start half number 2. They went 3 and out, giving the ball to the Tigers. But Tigers started the second half the way they ended the first half, an interception on the first play from scrimmage. Tigers go with a little flea flicker, and Bryson Mullins' pass was intercepted by J.J. Henderson. He returns it to the Ironton 46. The Trojans ran 8 plays. Offense stalled. They send the field goal team out, but Jacob Roth missed a 33-yard field goal, and Ironton got the ball at the 20-yard line. They would punch one into the end zone once again. 4 plays, 80 yards on the scoring drive, a minute 13 off the clock. 17-yard touchdown pass from Caden Edwards to Bryson Mullins. Extra point kick by Waginger makes the score 41-13. Portsmouth, next possession. In Ironton territory, pass intercepted by Jacob Hughes. He returns it to the 48 of Portsmouth, and the Tigers would capitalize on that turnover, going 48 yards in 7 plays, 2:33 off the clock. Zane Williams' touchdown run gets him in double figures in touchdowns on the season, his 10th of the year. The extra point kick by Beckham Waginger makes the score 48-13, 11:30 to play, and the running clock was in effect. Portsmouth turned the ball over on downs on the next drive. Ironton takes over at the Portsmouth 47, and another touchdown pass from Caden Edwards to Bryson Mullins, 19 yards this time. 2 plays, 47 yards, a minute 43 off the clock. Extra point kick, 55-13, 4:15 to go, and Portsmouth ran out the clock on the final 4 minutes and 15 seconds, running 5 plays and bringing us to the final score of 55-13. The seniors walking the length of the field one last time here at Tanks Memorial Stadium. Back after this timeout, we'll have a look at statistics from tonight's game, plus more. Our defensive play of the game is coming up as well on News Talk 106.7 WIRO, The Eagle, and Kool TV.
Your college experience should be built just for you, supporting everything you value most. That's why Ohio University delivers the high-quality education we're known for right here on our southern campus. Whether you're a full-time student or working full-time, Ohio's affordable, flexible degrees are always in demand in our community and can take you anywhere. Earn a degree in your own backyard on your own terms and move your career and your community forever forward. Learn more at ohio.edu/southern.
Good morning, Isabella.
Hi, David.
Back for your morning routine?
Clark's Refresh Rewards program is something you'll flip for.
Hey, Isabella.
Hi, Annabelle.
Donut?
Don't forget the sprinkles. Cream and sugar.
Download our app today and enjoy all of the rewards. No flipping required.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
At Members Choice Credit Union, we believe that strong communities begin with strong partnerships, and that starts with trust. Since 1932, we've proudly served the families and businesses of this region because your goals matter, your family matters, and your future should be built on a foundation you can count on and trust. Members Choice Credit Union, your money, your future, your choice.
Looking for the latest archery gear? Check out Border Sporting Goods for your best selection of Hoyt and Matthews bows, as well as 10-point crossbows with a full selection of accessories for all your hunting needs. Borders also offers a full selection of shotguns and rifles with plenty of ammunition and reload supplies, along with a full selection of benchmark and case knives. Borders is your headquarters for the largest selection of Liberty gun safes in the area, no matter how big or small you need to keep your firearms safe. Before your next hunting excursion, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
Back at Tanks Memorial Stadium in Ironton, Fighting Tigers win it over Portsmouth. Last final score of 55-13. The Fighting Tigers have now won 10 in a row against the Trojans. They are now 68-57-9. They've won 18 of the last 20 in this series, and a third straight game with a running clock against the Trojans, outscoring them last year by a combined score of 94-0, and here this year 55-0 or 55-13. And the Fighting Tigers roll again over the Trojans. They finished the season at 9-1, unfortunately. No playoffs in 2025 for Ironton. Expect that announcement from the Ohio High School Athletic Association to come down tomorrow morning with some sanctions. And I've got more to say on that a little bit later on, as this is our final football game of the season. But Kevin's got a look at the statistics. We'll get to those. Final statistics are powered by Buckeye Monument Company in Ironton.
First for the Fighting Tigers, 8-yard pick six in the first half by Ashton Lane, and a punt return, 84 yards by Maddox Markle. For the game, Caden Edwards, 11 of 18 passing, touchdown passes of 59, 21, 17, and 19, 7 rushes for 117 yards. So big, busy day for Caden Edwards. Bryson Mullins led the receivers tonight, 7 catches, 120 yards, 3 touchdown catches of 59, 17, and 19. The other receivers, Tyson Cox, 1 catch for 21. That was a touchdown. Bubby Kidd had a catch for 11. Bryson Kearns caught 1 for 39. And Braden Baker had a catch for 29. Rushing, as I said before, 7 carries, 117 for Edwards. Williams Zane, 8 carries, 49, including a 6-yard touchdown run. Kaylin Grace, 4 carries, 16, including a 1-yard touchdown run. Easton Cottle carried the ball once for 12. Ironton, 194 rushing, 219 passing. That's 413 total yards for the Fighting Tigers. For Portsmouth, Marquez Locklear, 2 of 8 passing, 2 interceptions. He threw for 25 yards, including a 9-yard touchdown pass. He ran the ball 10 times and was sacked, let me count, 4 times, and that totaled his running totals, minus 12. Fernando Poches, 27 carries, 54 yards, and a 1-yard touchdown run. Jamarcus Parker, on the strength of that 155-yard run, 7 carries, 78 yards. Trevin Books had 2 carries for 3, 122 on the ground, 25 in the air. That is 147 total yards for the Portsmouth Trojans. And again, the Fighting Tigers defensively, offensively, at times you could tell their minds, were in the game, were elsewhere, and, deservedly so, as they try to actually just calm themselves down and try to play football, which is tough knowing that you're done not only after this week, but some of them were done with their high school career after tonight. So tough tough atmosphere to play in. But again, at least you were at home, and at least you were carried home by these faithful Fighting Tiger fans who showed up to support you tonight.
Yeah, there's probably going to be a time where these players are going to be on the field for a long time tonight. I just think that they'll kind of take in the moment, and whether it's in the locker room or out here on the field, they're probably going to be here a while. 55-13, Fighting Tigers get the win. We'll be back after this timeout with more on the Iron City Hardware locker room wrap-up. We've got to pick our defensive play of the game, and we'll look ahead. On News Talk 106.7 WIRO, The Eagle, and Kool TV.
When a customer calls...
Trust is something earned, not given. For over 90 years, KFB has built trust in your community. We believe our neighborhood is our responsibility. Through our quality service, innovative products, and local decision-making, we are committed to your financial success. Better financials lead to a better life. All with the Better Bank, headquartered in Boyd County and serving the tri-state. KFB, the bank you trust and the community you love.
It's not just about saving up. It's learning what it means to earn something for yourself, a few dollars at a time. It's about earning your independence. Every deposit, every goal, every step closer. It's more than just opening an account. It's opening the door to what's next. People's Bank, working together, building success.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more, offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Locker room wrap-up.
Back at Tanks Memorial Stadium, I want to take a look at just a couple of scores here. And our area scoreboard is brought to you by Patties and Pints. I don't really care, to be honest with you, at this point. Because it doesn't matter. This is it for Ironton. But just a couple of notes. Fairland trailed Chesapeake 17-16. They now lead the Panthers 34-17 in the fourth quarter. Colgrove wins the OVC this year. They beat Rock Hill 26-7, and they will find themselves jumping up in the playoff rankings. Jackson, the Ironmen, strong finish for them. They're 35-0 winners over the Chillicothe Cavaliers. Gallia Academy beat South Point 34-7 tonight. But again, it's not the same right now. It's not the same looking at other scores because we know this is it. This is it for Ironton. No playoffs this year, and we'll see how this younger group responds to that for 2026. But this senior group, special group, 2 wins shy of the all-time record best winning percentage or best most wins in school history for that class. But that's where it'll stop. Ironton wins tonight 55-13 over Portsmouth. One final timeout. We'll come back and we'll pick our defensive play of the game, talk about these seniors, and, we'll wrap it up from Tanks Memorial Stadium here on News Talk 106.7 WIRO, The Eagle, and Kool TV.
Trust is something earned, not given. For over 90 years, KFB has built trust in your community. We believe our neighborhood is our responsibility. Through our quality service, innovative products, and local decision-making, we are committed to your financial success. Better financials lead to a better life. All with the Better Bank, headquartered in Boyd County and serving the tri-state. KFB, the bank you trust and the community you love.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more, offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
River and visit Uncle Paul and Missy's Country Kitchen on 16th Street in Ashland. Missy serves up old-fashioned home-cooked meals, and the atmosphere makes you feel right at home. Hearty breakfasts and daily specials are budget-friendly and fresh. Uncle Paul and Missy's is proud to support the Ironton Fighting Tigers and say go Big I. Uncle Paul and Missy's Country Kitchen, where good food and good company come together.
You're listening to the Iron City Hardware Locker Room Wrap-Up.
All right, wrapping up from Tanks Memorial Stadium, I just wanted to pass along congratulations to the seniors on this team and just thank them for their commitment and dedication and just the poise they had and all they've done for Ironton football. Seniors on this team, Maddox Markle, Braden Baker, Zane Williams, Kylan Grace, David Fields, Tyson Cox, Aiden Hensley, Xander Hearn, Ben Williams, Mason Wheeler, Caleb Jacobs, and Braden Barber, the seniors on this team for Ironton. I think every one of those except David Fields made an appearance on Inside Ironton Football this year, and they did great with the Pick Six questions. And they're all fine young student athletes. See you, man. They're individuals, they're good kids, student athletes, and I just want to thank them for all they did for Ironton football. And oh, look, there's another flag on the field.
Several.
How about that?
Several.
Anyway, the seniors will not get a chance to defend that state championship. We look across the way and we see the 3 state championship banners, and the most recent, of course, last year, 2024, but we'll get a chance to defend that thanks to the Ohio High School Athletic Association ruling coming out tomorrow morning. But no playoffs for Ironton, and that's a tough way to end your football career at Ironton, knowing that this was it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, again, it's unfathomable for these kids not only to end the game, but to, I talked to the coach the last 48 hours. Yeah. It's just been a roller coaster. And then they actually try to play a football game knowing, as we talked about, why play? Yeah. Why play, But again, pride and family behind you, and it's just the principle of the thing. They came out, did the best, and but again, just tough to I don't know if you can go to sleep tonight. If you're a football player, it's like some probably still think this is a dream, this is a nightmare, right? It's not, can't be so, but life throws you curveballs and things, and you just surround yourself with people, your family, your faith, and just try to persevere on. And hey, tomorrow's another day, and you wake up and you get to experience life and whatever it throws you. And like I said, if you got your family, you got your faith, and you can power through. And that's what they'll need to do in the next couple of weeks as they try to put this football season to bed as best they can.
Life lessons are tough, and yeah, it's adversity and how you respond to that. And these kids, I know, will respond very, very well to this situation. Tough, yes. Last night, very tough. Tonight, tough as well. And, the players are still out on the field. Usually they're in the locker room at this point, coming out a little bit later, but they haven't gone in there. And I don't blame them. They're just hanging out with their teammates and their classmates one final time here at the Tank. We do need to pick our defensive play of the game, powered by White Label Ad Company. Find out how they can help your business at actionaisystems.com/football. That's actionaisystems.com/football. What's your defensive play of the game, Kevin?
Well, Jacob Hughes was with some stunning, knockout blows in this game, and drew some oohs and ahs. But, every time you looked up, Mason Wheeler was just making play after play after play, and a sack here, a tackle there. One of the main reasons Fernando Poaches did not get 100 yards, and he too put laid some wood out there. So, I just got to go with Jason Wheeler. Or Mason Wheeler, excuse me.
Mason Wheeler. Yeah, he had a tremendous game. Mason did, and I would just give it to all the seniors. All the seniors who made big plays on defense, and knowing that this was their last game. Tyson Cox, I thought, played a great game. I mean, he was hitting guys. He caught a touchdown pass. He's a senior. Mason Wheeler, some big hits, as you said. He's a senior. Aiden Hensley had some tackles. Braden Barber, just right down the line. Senior class came up big here tonight for the Fighting Tigers, and their season comes to an end, sadly, here tonight with a 55-13 win over the Portsmouth Trojans. It is that way because of the decision by the Ohio High School Athletic Association, which, again, they said would be announced today, but they pushed it back again until tomorrow morning. To my knowledge, I don't know that anybody from the Ohio High School Athletic Association was in Ironton to ask questions, investigate. They took all their information based on text message and email and maybe a phone call. But this group of seniors seeing their careers end here tonight because of a ruling by the Ohio High School Athletic Association is very disheartening and very disappointing from the OHSAA. But, again, nothing we can do about it. Just put it behind us and move on. And we'll see what happens tomorrow, what's said tomorrow, and what else will come out of this investigation. But just a wait-and-see thing. So that wraps up football season for us. The good news is we've got a lot more in store for you with the winter sports, with our streaming partner in Kool TV and Total Media Streaming, Total Media Sports, and on the radio we've got basketball, boys and girls basketball. We have 8 girls basketball games streamed on Kool TV. We will have 11 boys basketball games streamed on Kool TV. Of course, we will have all the boys games on the radio, News Talk 106.7 WIRO. We'll have all the Ironton Classic streamed and on the radio as well. We're excited about that opportunity to bring you more live video action of Ironton sports. We're going to have a wrestling meet on Kool TV.
That's cool.
Yeah. I think you're wrestling that night.
Can we get Nate Sloan to wear a mic during one of the matches? That would be
that'd be nice.
Cool.
That'd be nice.
When's bowling season? That's what I'm waiting on.
Oh, yeah. We got to do
Is bowling season coming up? When's bowling season?
I don't know.
Is it during the winter?
I don't know when that is.
It
may be.
I'm covering bowling.
Okay. We'll get you covering bowling. We'll also have, in the spring, baseball and softball. We got a track meet in there as well. We've got up to 10 baseball games, up to 10 softball games, streaming live on Kool TV. And we're just super excited that your new home of Ironton sports is Total Media Radio, News Talk 106.7 WIRO, and on Kool TV. Just so much to look forward to, so much to be excited about as far as the streams go. We thank all of our sponsors for allowing us to bring you Ironton football. We couldn't do it without them. So if you heard their name mentioned, you heard their ad, stop in and thank them for supporting Ironton sports and Ironton football, both streaming and on the radio. Thanks to our crew, our camera crew tonight in Kool TV. It was cold out there. How cold was it? Cold? You guys all right? You're freezing? Your hands all right now? Yeah, it was really cold out there. The coldest night of the season. But we thank everybody, and Trey Collier, our producer tonight. Outstanding job. Go back and watch the game and check it out. Check out all those hits from Ironton. They were solid, man.
Very solid.
All right, Kevin. Another one in the books, and get ready for spring sport or winter. I don't like winter. I want spring now.
You're jumping winter.
Get ready for some winter sports, man. I appreciate it. All your work.
Yep, always fun. I get the best seat in the house.
We sure do, both of us. All right, that's going to wrap it up from Tanks Memorial Stadium one final time in the 2025 season. Thanks, everybody, for listening and watching on Kool TV, listening on News Talk 106.7 WIRO, The Eagle, and on WIROradio.com. For Kevin Anthony, I'm Jason Filion, saying once again the final score, Ironton 55, Portsmouth 13. Good night from Tanks Memorial Stadium.
Thank you for watching another Ironton football broadcast on Kool TV. This broadcast of Ironton Fighting Tiger football has been an exclusive sports presentation of the Total Media Sports Network and Kool TV.